Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Excuse me. Uh, there's like dust floating around. Anyway, I adjusted the audio again because I watched the VOD last time, and it wasn't even that loud. It was just like loud for me, I guess. But I think it could have been my capture card too, or something like something between my capture and my headset, or something. I don't know. Um, okay, I heard these like fire things kind of crackling, and I was like, why do I hear crackling now? Right when I'm talking about like my capture card being busted. But yesterday I was playing Pokemon. I haven't played the epilogue yet. I might stream that, not tonight, but like tomorrow or sometime this weekend or Monday. Um, because I didn't realize they were gonna do something like that. And it looks fun, and I want to play it and have it as a part of the playthrough. But anyway, I was playing Pokemon last night, and when I started my Switch and like was running it through the capture card, it was every noise was crackly, and I was like, that sounds weird. And so then I restarted the capture program. Excuse me, I just ate, so I'm gonna be clearing my throat for a little bit. But I restarted the capture program in case it was that, and then it got more crackly. Then I restarted my Switch, like I put it to sleep, woke it back up, undocked it, redocked it. Like I tried a bunch of different things, and it just kept getting more and more crackly. And I just eventually restarted my entire PC because I feel like anytime there's problems with my capture card or the program, I can't ever fix it. I have to just restart my PC, and then that fixes it. And so I did that, and then now it sounds fine. I mean, it was sounding fine last night when I was playing Pokemon too. But anyway, I played a bunch of Pokemon last night. I was watching Vinny's stream, and then I fell asleep, and then woke up, and then was like still watching his stream, but wanted to play Pokemon too. And then like that's when I started dealing with all those problems. And then he finished streaming, and then I was like, well, I still want to play Pokemon, but I have nothing to watch now. But then I just watched another stream. But anyway, if that epilogue was out, I mean, it might have been out last night. I didn't check. I didn't get like an update on my Switch or anything. But I was gonna say, if it would have been out last night when I finally got things working, I probably would have been like, I would have seen it and been like, this is only like, I think it's only like an hour long or something. I would have just been like, all right, let me just bang this one out real quick and never have to touch this game again. Even though I'm gonna keep touching it because I need to get the rest of the. Oh, actually, maybe that's what I can do is like sometime this weekend do the epilogue and then like finish, not like complete my blueberry Pokedex. Oh, what is this? Oh, nice. um Lupe sent me a picture of his guts and his guts. Berserk figures. I got him one for Christmas. What was I saying? Oh, whatever. I'll do enough of the blueberry Pokedex to do Perrin's Quest, so I can do the epilogue and Perrin's Quest, and then maybe I don't know if I'll catch all the rest of the legendaries, because I did all the BBQs, enough BBQs to get all the treats except for group BBQs, just because I haven't played online at all since I finished the base game, I guess, other than to do like terror raids here and there, but like I haven't played with like people running around doing like a union circle or whatever. Anyway, what else? When was the last time I streamed? Just like a couple days, right? Monday. Okay, that's not bad. Missed Tuesday, Wednesday, but that Vinny was streaming on Tuesday and Wednesday. And I watched Tuesday. I know I started watching it, but he was playing something I didn't care about, I feel like. And so I stopped watching. Last night he was playing this weird game that I was not into. And like I fell asleep to it, but then I woke up and he was playing Ultra Kill, which I'm also not really that into, but I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna watch this. But what was he playing? I don't remember what he was playing Tuesday. I know he played the Castlevania Aria of Sorrow randomizer at the end, I think. I don't know. There's something about his stream on Tuesday that like I watched, like I tuned in, but I didn't actively watch. I think I just went to sleep and then woke up later. I think I woke up and it was over. But anyway, other than that, I haven't really done anything or touched anything. Keep just like logging into 14, doing my Island Sanctuary stuff. Even though I've hit rank 20, I'm still like I like log in, set up like the next day's you know, crafting or whatever for like all my little mammoths, and then log out, or maybe check my retainers or something. But I don't know what I want to do next. Like I might just unsub for a bit. I mean, the new stuff's coming out in like a few days on the 16th, which is annoying because like I mean that's like their weekly reset anyway. But I was like, dude, I want like if I mean I might spend the weekend catching up on the story so that once that comes out I can see the Hrothgar lady in game, because I've seen screenshots. I looked at the special site that they put up for the new patch, and was like, man, she looks good. Like that's what I was saying after I watched the like keynote at FanFest. I was like, in the CG cutscene, she looks kind of derpy and it's cute, but I don't think I would play as one. And then they showed at the end of it, they showed what they look like in game, and I was like, okay, they look a lot better in game. But I was still worried about her, the main girl that you're gonna be running around with. But then apparently on the special site, that's her. She looks good, so I'm no longer worried. Still don't know if I'll play one. Like I was saying, I'll wait till the benchmark comes out and then mess around in the character creator, see if I can come up with something I like. Because that's what I did with Vieira. I made a Vina Vieira. Like I made a boy and a girl because I was like I made a boy and I was like, I mean, it's alright, but I don't think I'll play as it. And then I made a girl and I was like, it's alright, I'm probably going to play as it. And then I played as her for the whole expansion. And then, I've told this before, but like then I swapped back to my cat girl and rewatched a bunch of cutscenes so I could see her in it. And if I can come up with something I like in Dawn Trail, I'll do the same thing probably. And I'll probably stream it. I'm actually thinking about, because it's supposed to come out like near the end of summer, I think is what they were saying. I'm thinking about taking time off like everyone does to do that. Because they even said, they're like, yeah, we're not going to give you a date yet because we don't want people to take off the week from work and then not meet that date like last time and let down like a bunch of people. So yeah, but anyway, I don't know where my job will be at by then, because like it could be a thing of like we might, I don't know, have another person, or the MSP, like co-managed co-MSP might be in a better place to like handle things without me for a week or two. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, I've never done that before. I'd like to do that. Just take a week off to play a video game for 50 hours straight. As long as I don't get sick. I feel like when Stormblood came out, I got sick. So like I was like a week behind. And then Shadowbringers, I think I was fine Shadowbringers, but I think Endwalker, I got sick like the first or second day and was like a day behind all my friends and was like, dang it. I think it was like the second day, maybe the third day, because I remember playing Reaper and trying to level Reaper as soon as the expansion drops, so I could like, because I mean, if you're gonna play Reaper, you have to catch up before you can even like start. So like everyone gets a head start. Everyone who's not playing Reaper or Sage. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, last couple days before we had our Wednesday meeting yesterday, and it went just as stupidly as always. I actually asked my cousin today about like if she has to do that kind of stuff, because yeah, like it's me and my supervisor, and we have to meet with my manager, and sometimes the wannabe IT guy shows up if I don't know, if he wakes up early enough, I guess. But anyway, we have to track everything we do for the week. Not just like, oh, you know, I clocked in at this time and clocked out at this time and went to lunch at this time or something, but literally like, okay, I mean, we don't have to give her the exact time we started and finished. Like I don't have to be like, okay, at 8 a.m. I started doing this, I finished at 9 a.m. But I have to put in like at 8, or I have to put, you know, I worked on this thing for 3 hours this week, this thing for 4 hours this week, this thing for 1 hour, this thing for 15 minutes. This, like, I have to do that. And this week I was like, I didn't even have it fully filled out, but I was like, I got interrupted basically. Like I was working on it and then got interrupted, and so I didn't get to finish filling it out. But I filled out, like, I had last week's stuff all filled out, or at least as filled out as I could, I guess, like with what I had tracked, like through my tickets and stuff like that. Anyway, I tracked all that stuff, or like put all the stuff that I tracked in there. And I had like something like 28 hours tracked. And she's like, okay, well, where's the rest of it? And I was like, I don't know, like some of it's just like downtime, some of it's like there's a lot of tickets or a lot of things I get that I don't make tickets for because it's just not worth the time. So maybe that's like another few hours, like 3 or 4 hours. Some things I just I don't know, sometimes I'm just like reading, like doing research, and I don't track that time of like, you know, researching a problem and like figuring out the solution or whatever. And like I'm trying to explain this to her, and she's like, okay, well, you should be at 40, so like where's the rest of your time? And I'm like, I mean, it's not tracked anywhere, so I don't know how much time I spent on different things, and I don't remember because I'm not like thinking about it constantly or something. And she's like, I need you to put down, you know, everything you do and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, bro, like I'm not I'm not like like it sounds like she wants me to just, I don't know. I mean, it does. She just wants me to like pack it full of 40. It's not like, so, because like originally I was like, and the way it was like pitched is like it's like a time management thing or an efficiency thing of like seeing like what things are taking too long and how can we, you know, proactively prevent them. So like what can we do? Like it's to see like what causes the most problems and takes the most time, and then figuring out how to cut that down. But instead she's like, no, I want to know everything you're doing all day and put it in here. Because she's like, I need to know everything you're doing. And it's like, I mean, you have like, I took this long on this thing and this long on that thing. Like, why don't you like ask me questions about the stuff that's in there instead of asking me, you know, what else I did. I don't know. Anyway, it's stupid. It's annoying. It makes me mad every week. And I complain about it every week. But I asked my cousin today because I was like, dude, like it's just me and my supervisor in this meeting who have to do this. And so I asked my cousin because I was complaining about it to my mom, and she's like, that's stupid. Does anyone else have to do that? And I was like, I don't know. And I don't want to say anything because I don't want her to be like, you know what, that's a good idea, I should make everyone else do it, or, you know, whatever. But I asked my cousin, you know, who also works there, but, you know, in a different department, do you have to do that? And she's like, no, I mean, we like, you know, we have a lot of stuff scheduled and stuff like that, but we don't have to, like, report it to her or anything like that. And I was like, okay. And then I just kind of explained, like, I do. and I have to. But I was just trying to see if I'm the only one, or like me and my supervisor are the only ones, or if you guys have to do it too, and I'm just like complaining, and everyone has to deal with it, you know. And then I was like, if it like you're lucky. If it starts happening to you, it's not my fault, because I'm not gonna say anything, because I don't want her to like get the idea of like, oh, you know what, I should make everyone else do that, or you know, either like be like, because like that's how I think she would think of it, is like, that's a good idea, I should make everyone do it, instead of thinking like, oh, I should do this to make it fair, or you know, like make me stop doing it, because she's like so in love with this idea that like I can't see her being like, you know what, it is kind of weird or messed up or whatever to make only you do it when everyone else gets to just, you know, watch YouTube whenever they want, if they have downtime, and not have to report that or whatever. But the other thing is, my job is like, I don't know, like help desk kind of like IT stuff is pretty reactive. Like if you're proactive enough, you're going to get to a point where all you can really do is react. And like, I'm not saying like our environment's perfect or anything, but there's a lot of stuff that's just like on hold, or, you know, in limbo basically. So nothing I can do anything about. And so most of my day is just like, I don't know, watching YouTube, Twitch, reading articles until someone calls me and is like, hey, this isn't working, or hey, something happened, or whatever. I mean, I'm still monitoring stuff all day too. And like doing stuff when it looks like something's going wrong or about to go wrong. Like we have our VM hosts, or what do you call them? I don't know if they're VM hosts. What ESXi hosts. And like I monitor those all day. And so like if one of them goes from green to yellow or green to red, I'm like, I see it and look into it and remediate it. And sometimes I don't track that. And it's like, that's where some of my hours go, is like, you know, or like installing a patch because there's some kind of vulnerability or something, and you know, like whatever. Jump in the well. There's nothing down there. I mean, there's a chest down there, but it's I already opened it. Oh, I can't actually jump into it. I have to do that. I didn't know that. I thought I had jumped in it before. But that's all that's down here. There's another well that has like a lady in it, but I don't know why she's down there. But anyway, I'm just complaining about work. Cause I don't know, like my manager sucks. Cause yeah, I don't know. Like I was talking about this earlier. Like, I mean, I guess I'll just talk about it real quick. I have to do, me and my supervisor are the only people in the office probably, who have to report everything we do every day of the week, all day, every day, on Wednesday. So on Wednesday we have a meeting where my manager's like, what did you do this week and how long did it take? And we have to report, you know, I spent an hour on this, I spent half an hour on this, I spent 5 hours on this. And then, you know, if we don't fill up 40 hours, like today, I like put in all my stuff and I was like, that's all I got. And she's like, where's the rest of it? And I'm just like, I don't track everything I do. Some things are just not tracked, so I didn't write them in because I don't know how long I took, or I don't remember some of the things I did. And she's just like, I need you to track everything. Like, you need to be hitting 40 every week. And it's just like, bro, I have 28 in there. Like, what else? Like, I'm here every day. Like, I don't know. And it's annoying. And only me and my supervisor have to do it. And it just makes me hate my manager, because it's just like, I'm pretty sure it's my supervisor's fault. Like, I think my manager liked this because my supervisor wasn't doing anything pretty much. And so my manager liked making her accountable and like having to, you know, feeling the pressure of like having to write stuff, like having to do stuff every week and write it in, so that my supervisor could be like, or so my manager could be like, all right, you're actually working this week, and you know, like whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like, oh, am I dropping frames again, dude? Why is this happening? I don't like, this is like 3 streams in a row now, and they're all like spaced out. So like, and it's all after that stupid modem got switched out. Oh my god, dude. I hate Comcast. I wonder if I have to like go in there like change some of the settings or something. Like maybe I changed something in the old one that I didn't change in this new one that like is letting that happen. Probably like a QoS thing or something. That's so stupid. That's so annoying. I hate Anyway, I don't know. I don't hate my job. I love my job, but I hate my manager, and that's the worst part of the job is her. Cause yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know if anyone is working 40 straight hours every week. Cause then also you're supposed to take breaks. So like, even if I was to track every single thing I did, there would be like 38 and a half hours on there because I'm supposed to take like two 10-minute breaks a day, which is like 100 minutes a week. Okay, I'm dropping frames again. Great, fantastic. I'm just gonna make this a little bit of a fix the router stream. I don't remember what the IP is. Actually, I think I have it on my phone. But yeah, anyway. I really want to play this game, so let me figure out how to make this stop doing this. This app sucks. I thought this app would be like let me manage stuff, but it seems like it's just like a, I don't know, informational thing. Like it shows you who's connected and like how much data is going through them or something, but doesn't actually let me oh wait. Oh, never mind. It's like security controls, I guess. I gotta remember what the I guess I can just look it up. The IP of like the modem router. So I can turn on whatever QoS. I'm pretty sure it's a QoS setting. Xfinity IP. Oh, 10.0.0.1. I did 10.10.0.1. Okay. I'm in. I've hacked into the mainframe. I gotta remember what to do here though, because like I was saying, it's been. I think I changed the settings in the other one like years ago, and then never had to worry about it after that. It still looks the same. It's the same interface. I would show it. I would stream this, but I don't like. It's my IPs and stuff like that. I'm not gonna do that. There's something on here called Archer AX21. I have no idea what that is, and I kind of wanna. It says it's connected by Ethernet. I wonder if that's the little router that I have, because I have a router coming or plugged into the modem router, but I turned it into a switch. Like I turned off everything that makes it a router so that it's just a switch. I see mine though. All I want to do is like prioritize my PC, and I don't remember how to do that. Sorry, I went from like complaining about work to then just like not even playing, not even running around in circles anymore. Well, let me at least show people. Hold on, let me just actually look it up. If you're using a Comcast supplied gateway device, they don't have any QoS features. Since when? These posts are from 3 years ago, February 5th, 2021, which I think the last one was older than that. So I think that might be the last time. I don't know. Oh, what's up, Aiko? Sorry, I was just like, I'm trying to fix my or adjust my motor. I've dropped 5,000 frames, 5,400 frames already, in 30 minutes. And it's been happening every stream, the last few streams. So I'm actually now just trying to like troubleshoot that. Yeah, see, I mean, I have 666 down, 30 up. Because, like, I was like, maybe I should just do a speed test real quick, but I don't know what else to do if they won't let me. There's no QoS settings, which seems like insane. It doesn't look like I can mess with anything in here, dude. That's so sad. Like, I hate this. Shouldn't look under a few more things and then give up and then just worry about it like later tonight or something or tomorrow or over the weekend. I don't know. There's like a thing that keeps saying like visit xfinity.com/myxfi to view and manage things. And then it tells me to download the app and then I look in the app and it's like there's nothing there. Lame. Wait. There's like manage sites, manage services, and then I clicked on manage devices and I was like, oh, maybe? And then it's like go to xfinity.com/myxfi. I hate this. Playing WoW Classic. Almost to the max level of 25. Gonna have to do a lot of walking. Why'd you put 25 in like quotations? I don't understand. Also, why do you have to walk? I'm not hip to the WoW, I don't know. They had the 14 stuff though last weekend. I don't know if you saw that. I know you're a big Final Fantasy 14 player. Okay, I give up. I'll probably just end up restarting the router over the, like, I don't know, over the next few days. I haven't dropped any more since, it looks like. Because my number has dropped down to 4.5%. Well, what I'm thinking is... Wait, 25 is the max level? Is that how, like, original WoW did it? Or is that just, like, a way they're trying to, like, control players from, like, going too fast? With Classic. Anyway, what I'm thinking is happening is... Well, I don't know if my mom's even home. Because she wasn't earlier. She might have come home, but... It's like either... Because, like, I've talked about this before. I've complained about this before. I don't know if anyone else has ever, like, noticed this, but... iPhones eat up, like, all the bandwidth to do, like, the simplest tasks. Like, it's almost like... I don't know. They just, like... They don't even use up all the bandwidth. Or, like... They, like... I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. But, like... Ever since I was young... anytime I've been on a network with someone who had an iPhone and they were connected to it, my ping would just spike. Like, as soon as they do anything on it, anything internet related, my ping would just spike. And I'm like I would just, like, yell, like, "Mom, are you on your phone?" And she would be like, "Sorry," and, like, get off the, like, off the Wi-Fi for a minute so I could finish my match of League or whatever, play Maple Story, whatever. But literally, like, well, everyone, like, and, like, my stepdad, and now, like, I don't know. I was talking about this last weekend, because we got the new modem, and my mom was like, "Hey, can you put this, like, you know, install this?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I was talking about how, she was complaining about not being able to, like, everything would just be super slow on her phone, on the Wi-Fi, and she was like, I don't know, telling me to fix it, and I was like, I can't really fix it. Like, what do you want me to, like, my phone works fine in the same places that yours doesn't. I'm pretty sure it's because you're on an iPhone with 4 other people who have iPhones on the same network, and you're all, like, blocking each other. Because, like, I don't spend that much time on my phone because I'm at my PC, so, like, if I'm trying to get on the internet, I'm not, like, using my phone. But everyone else is, you know, because, like, my brother and his wife complained about it too. Like my mom and my brother and his wife, they were all like, "Yeah, our internet sucks out here. Like, can you, like, what do you, like, fix it?" And it's like, I don't, like, my phone works fine. Like, I don't know. It's you guys, like, fighting with each other basically because you're all trying to swallow up all the bandwidth. And they're like, "No, it's something wrong with the, like, the extender out here," or, like, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, it's not. I'm telling you, it's not. And then my brother and his wife moved out, and so now my mom's like, coincidentally, we get the new modem router at the same time, and she's like, "It's working now," and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it was working before. Maybe just didn't notice, or weren't on the Wi-Fi because you didn't think it was gonna work. Because if anything, this one seems worse than the last one. But whatever. Oh, Season of Discovery. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's like, I remember now. Okay. I mean, I don't know everything about Season of Discovery, but I forgot that that's like a thing. New raids, new ways to play classes. That's cool. I wish, like, well, I mean, I don't really wish 14 would do something like that, but they added like a new game plus mode, and I wish there was a reason to do it other than just like going through the story again, because that's basically all it is like you can start the story over in game, but you keep your level. I mean, when you queue up for dungeons, I think you can sync down to them or something. But I mean, you get synced down anyway, but I think there's like something specific about New Game Plus that like syncs you in a different way. But anyway, there's like no rewards. I mean, unless they added rewards later or something, but when they added it originally, there were no rewards or anything like that to doing it. It was just like, if you want to play through the story again and watch all the cutscenes and talk to all the NPCs, here you go. But it doesn't change anything about the game. Anyway, let me beat some dudes up. I might not be able to win this though.
Do you want to have a go?
Sorry, I don't want to play an MMO story over again unless I'm leveling in an alt. But 14's story is different. That's like the thing. I think that's why they kind of did it like that, is because people are like, I want to play through the story again, but you can't. You can rewatch cutscenes in game, but you can't like reset all the NPCs in the world that you'd have to talk to, who like literally, you know, have stuff to say, but they're not in a cutscene, so you can't. There's no way to redo that other than like watching a stream or something, like a playthrough of it again. And the story is fantastic. I've talked about it every time. 14, Final Fantasy 14 is the best Final Fantasy game, like best story. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it has a slow start because of Realm Reborn. Each expansion is basically its own JRPG, like full, you know, 60 to 100 hour JRPG. But a Realm Reborn is like the slowest part. But it gets good at the end, and then that like leads into everything else. Like you can't just skip an expansion and hope that I mean, you could skip Stormblood probably. Actually, you couldn't. I mean, you could skip maybe the base expansion like 4.0 or whatever, but you would need to play the post patches because those are good. Those get good, and they set up for Shadowbringers, which is fantastic, and then that sets up for Endwalker, which is the best part. Shadowbringers used to be the best part, and then Endwalker came out and was just better. I feel like that's... I don't even know if that's like popular opinion, but I know it's like Shadowbringers and Endwalker are the ones that people argue are the best. I say Endwalker is better than Shadowbringers, but Shadowbringers is like... Shadowbringers is like the best, and then Endwalker came out and is Shadowbringers, but better. So it's like, it's the best, but it does some things a little bit better, or like adds, like has some things that just make it like push it like a tiny bit over. Yeah, I don't know, like, cause that's, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like nobody talks about WoW story like they talk about 14 story. Not saying WoW story isn't good, but I just hear so many things about like, you know, this expansion's good, this expansion's bad, but in 14 it's like, it just like goes up. I mean, it goes up and then like sits and kind of like dips a little bit in Stormblood, but then picks back up and just like keeps going up. Because Stormblood's not even bad. It's just not as good as Heaven's Ward, which is right before it, and not as good as Shadowbringers, which is right after it. But without Stormblood, you wouldn't have Shadowbringers. Anyway, I don't know if I'll be able to beat this.
Let's do this.
But probably. Anyway, I've been wanting to play this game some more. I looked into it, like I watched, or what did I see? There was something I saw the other day that I was like, man, I want to play again. I think I read something.
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the Category F tournament is the Novice Supernova. All the way from Rose Hill, it's the sensationally...
He changed my name.
Silent Stunner.
I don't remember what I was last time.
And facing him, classy like a ballerina, but downright nasty in the arena, it's Lady Aurelia.
Wait, the little cat.
With the opening bout. Let's brawl.
My comp. Okay, I was say it should be the same as last time, but I don't remember if I did anything in between. Great Saber Cub. Great. No. We're probably fine. Nice. So they can like react, like, that's good. That's cool. I didn't know that. Oh, for some reason, I didn't realize my rabbit just attacked. I thought my rabbit attacked earlier. Alright, we're good. They're so smart. Because, like, that one slime accelerates the Vegandragora or whatever. Oh god. Which is the best way to do it. And then this guy, like I was saying, like it's nice that they react like in the turn, because he heals whoever needs to heal. WoW story is really convoluted. Dragonfly had a great story, but the story was never a focus of WoW, especially early on. You're just some random no-named adventurer trying to make a name for yourself. That's what, yeah. I know, I think that's, like, why people like 14 story so much is because your character is the main character, basically, instead of you being, like, a person in the world watching all these things happen and helping, I guess. My MP. Also, I might not win this because this first fight is... I guess I was gonna say it's taking forever. That's only round 4. I was gonna say there's a 20 round limit. But I think the other thing is like with World of Warcraft, they... Well, I mean, okay. This still makes sense. I was gonna say they're like it's based on like Warcraft. It's like a already established universe. So like having, you know, a character come in, like a player character come in and be the main character in this world that already has like all this stuff is like probably tough to do. Whereas 14 is a Final Fantasy game, but it's like its own brand new story, even though it references a lot of all the other Final Fantasy games, and some of those characters show up in the game.
This novice is no joke. He's making a real splash. But who's he facing in round 2? None other
This
than
is
Lady Long,
this
the
is
iconic beast from the
Lady
distant
Long.
east.
Okay.
Watch out. She'll strike like lightning.
I was gonna say this is just Dragon Ball. That thing, the anchor thing looks cool.
It's time for the second bout. Let's brawl.
Oh, I didn't tweet. I'm just gonna make an ironic tweet. Trying to think of an emoji to put on this one. What's that called? Hellbound Horror. They're doing real damage now. If they all like focus one, I'm walking corpse. I'm trying to remember what they call that guy in the first game. Because I didn't even know it was a dude, like a zombie at first. I thought it was like a dog or something. Dude, it's so hard to type when I'm like trying not to move the mic. Okay. Anyway, since Warlords Draenor, WoW's made the player character the main character, with you being basically the commander of your faction's forces on Draenor. Whoa! All right, we got owned. What was I gonna say? Is that after like Sylvanas became evil or whatever? I don't know if she was always evil, but after she like... I don't even know the story. I was gonna say, try to like become the next Lich King or something. I don't know what happened. This lemonade is so good. It's like the Costco lemonade. It's so like sour and tart. Fantastic. We're done. I mean, I think if I only got like just a couple levels or a few levels. What is that? 3 rounds. Attributes go up, gain an extra action. Nice. Alright, save me. We were gonna win. We just needed to, like, stall, I guess. I don't know. That AoE attack's pretty good. We have to win one more, though. I don't know if we can. Like, that one was so close.
Round 2 goes to the Silent Stunner. Now that really was a ferociously fiery fight. But here's our man, cool as a cucumber. He doesn't look even remotely phased.
So the default name is Pissarro, P-S-A-R-O, and I remember I was like, I don't know how to pronounce that. Pissarro, and I looked it up. I think that's what made me like excited to play the game. Was like kind of like looking into who Pissarro is, but it is pronounced Pissarro because it's like it's supposed to be like Pizarro or something, but the localization didn't like add an I or whatever.
Now for his last opponent, it's the trash-talking terror, the bequiffed basher, Gorgeous Gordon!
Gorgeous Gordon. Oh, a wing snake? Why is he? Oh, because it's big. Also, that little thing on the right.
Head to our dramatic conclusion. Who will maul and who will ball?
Do the thing.
Let the
Oh, he's got
third
another
and
line to say.
final bout.
Oh, I didn't mean to skip him. Oh, we still gotta watch him do it. Way before. Okay, first rule of WoW is we don't talk about Shadowlands. It used to be don't stand. Wait. It used to be don't stand in shit, but rules had to be changed. I don't understand. Bag of Laughs. Jail Cat. Flython. Flython, like Python. Small monsters, large monsters. Large monsters come with better attributes, take up more space in your party due to their bulky nature. Okay. Well then go. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, we don't talk about Shadowlands is the new rule. Sorry, I just, like, didn't read it right. Why? It's the wrong dude to... Also, I guess it doesn't matter who we accelerate. Okay, that's kind of scary. Oh, right, he gets another turn. He gets 3 turns. It's not good. If he kills my Vigandragora, my Munchlax, it's over. Dude, stun the snake. It's over. Oh, never mind. It's over. It's over. Who's he gonna heal though? Himself, yeah, good. I mean, kinda good. My Munchlax is gonna die though. Why does that thing even attack? He's so weak. I'm pretty sure I have him set to buff everybody. Maybe he buffed everybody. I wasn't paying attention. Dude, if Munchlax gets off one more Sizz, we might be fine. Nope, he's dead. Can you get double poisoned? Also, what a waste of a turn. Alright, speed it up. It's gonna take forever because he's. Oh wait, he's silenced now. Good. I say he's gonna keep healing himself. Oh, the poison like stacks. No. My record. In Dragonflight, they just started referring to the player character as champion or champions. Let the lore characters be the true main characters. Oh, okay.
Better than that. Cheer up, lad. You're the novice supernova, remember? There's nothing like good old-fashioned experience. Go and bash some wild monsters and just watch your beasties flourish.
That was the plan. I wonder if any new areas opened up or if I just have to like run around the old area and get a little bit stronger. That's the thing that kind of happens in 14 though. Like in 14 you start out as like a literal like adventurer that, you know, joins up with this group. But like once Heaven's Ward starts, like near the end of A Realm Reborn, that's when you start that you get it like in the base game, I guess, not the first expansion, but that's when they start calling you. You become the chosen one, basically, and then each expansion after that just like makes it more and more. And then I think like Shadowbringers actually deals with it a little bit. Well, I think actually Endwalker is the one that really deals with it, but like they started in Shadowbringers, I think, maybe even in Stormblood. I remember so little about Stormblood. But they start worrying about you and are like, we're putting too much on you. And then like more of the, you know, party like starts to become main characters, but you're still the main character. So it's kind of like what you're saying, except you always stay as the main character, basically. Why is this little squid kid here? They weren't here before. What was I saying? What do they call you? I can't remember what your like name is. How am I not? It's like on the tip of my tongue. Bro. Like, all I can think of is Heidelin calling you her brave little spark. And I can't think of, like, the actual name. Dang it. They say it so much, too. Like, that's how they refer to you, because they can't use your name. Because the game isn't written, like, you know, coded or whatever to be able to say your name. Which that's the thing that, like, oh, God, why is he so fast? That's one way, like, developers should implement and utilize AI is reading the character's name. That's it. Feels forced every time they try to give the player character too much importance. Idea of everyone being the chosen one kind of defeats the purpose from a roleplay perspective. That and 14 actually deals with that in Shadowbringers in a super cool way. And I can't talk about it because I don't want to spoil it. But I think they explained that a few times, like, or like kind of refer to that a few times throughout the game. I mean, they do, like, every time you like finish like a big boss fight, like a big trial or raid or something, the other Scions will be like, that's like the main party, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. But the other Scions will be like, oh, you and your buddies took care of that, and like they're referring to like the other 3 or 7 players that played with you during that fight. And then it's always like, where do they come from? Like, who? Like, and then why am I the only main one? And then Shadowbringers like explains it basically, and it's really cool. And like, I can't remember what it's called because like it's like literally like thinking about the, you know, like the things in Shadowbringers that explain it. Like the name is like right there in my brain for like what your character is. I'm just gonna look it up. The Warrior of Light. That's what it is. It's literally just like a generic, I mean not generic, but like the Final Fantasy thing. The Warrior of Light. The Warriors of Light. Anyway. What is that? See, I don't know what these little, like, sparkles are. Unless I have to wait another season. But yeah, everyone refers to you as the Warrior of Light. Or, like, you know, other just pronouns or whatever. Or what do you call it? Like, in the second person, like, they'll just say, like, you or whatever. Oh, I wonder what happens if the season changes and I'm in the water. In Shadowlands, the player character is referred to as Maw Walker, which is the one mortal who can bridge the gap between the realms of death. Keyword being one. Meanwhile, you're in a 25-man raid with 25 other Maw Walkers. Yeah. Well, that's you are the Warrior of Light, but they kind of explain that, well, you are supposed to be the Warrior of Light, but Shadowbringers explains why there is more than one, or can be more than one. And that's kind of, it's like a cool thing of like, oh, that's why everything's been like this the whole time. Like through the whole game. So you're like partying up with other Warriors of Light. There's just, because of the way, oh, I missed that. Because of the way the world works and all the different stars or whatever, you all can work together. There's even a boss fight in Shadowbringers, at the end of Shadowbringers, where someone is the Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy 1. And has a whole party of other Warriors of Light. And it's like, I don't know, it's cool. It's good. It's good. I'm trying to wait for the season to change so I dunk in the water. But it looks like it might not change if I'm standing on this or something. It's not ticking anymore. So I can like stall the season if I want by just... Why is he doing that? Well, he had little teardrops for some reason. Sizz. Didn't kill him. I ain't no Warrior Light. I'm just an overbearing Lalafell. Pukes in mouth. Remove Lalafell. Oh! I mean, I guess that kind of reminds me. Doesn't have to be because of Lalafell, but there's one of the scions of the Seventh Dawn. One of the scions is a Lalafell, and she was the get my notes. In the keynote for FanFest over last weekend, they announced the new classes, or the other new class, and they announced it by having her. Like they showed the trailer, and like this is what they do every expansion. They show the announcement trailer, and then they show the trailer again at FanFest, and there's something different about it. Like that's where they reveal like the first new class or something. They reveal something in that. Like they add onto it, and then the next FanFest they show it again with something else new, and then the last FanFest, which is the one that just passed, they kind of reveal the rest, and then they'll show the trailer again before the game comes out, which will reveal everything basically. Like it'll be the whole thing put together, but basically they release it like, here's this, and then they release it again with like a little bit more added into it, and then more added into it, and then more added into it and then like the rest of it later. But people are like, you know, trying to figure out what the next like what the other class is going to be. And people are guessing like Green Mage or Pictomancer. Those are like the two big ones. I was hoping for Pictomancer. And they played the trailer, and they show Kryl is her name, the Lalafell. And she like comes in and she's just like swinging a big old paintbrush and has like a little like the little palette thing. What do they call it? Like the thing that artists hold, painters hold, with like the little paints on it. I think it might just be called a palette. But she's like going around painting everything, and it's like, okay, this is good. I don't even like Kryl that much, but I was like, I don't know who else they could have made, you know, Pictomancer, because it's not like she's been uninvolved in the story, but in Shadowbringers and Endwalker, she was kind of like sidelined, which like I didn't mind too much. Like I was saying, I don't really like her, but I don't dislike her. But giving her Pictomancer was like, I was like, that's good. I like that. A palette, okay, that's what I thought. But I thought I mean, palette might be French. I was gonna say I kind of thought it might have been just like a French word, because I don't know. Wait, look at these guys. That's cute. There's one big one and a bunch of tiny ones. I think I have the big one though, or a big one. But this one isn't a large. Yeah, this is just a small one. Might be a problem in the future for 14, as there are already so many jobs or classes. Yeah. Every expansion, Yoshi P is like, I don't know if we're gonna add any more classes. We have too many, and then he adds more. So let me think. Heavensward added Machinist and Dark Knight and Red Mage. Then Stormblood had Samurai and Dancer and Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker might have been Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers had, I don't know. I think, hold on, I guess I'll just look it up. But the last 2 or 3 expansions have only had 2 classes. Classes. Or jobs, I guess, whatever. Oh, Astrologian was another. Was that Heavensward? So Machinist, Dark Knight, Astrologian, and Heavensward. Red Mage, Samurai in Stormblood, then Dancer. Dancer and what? Gunbreaker in Shadowbringers. And then Endwalker, Sage, and Reaper, I think. Looking at this list. Like I'm on 14's job guide. Like their official job guide. I think that was the order of them. But anyway, there was like some point where he was like, yeah, we're only gonna do 2 this time because 3 is too many. And then he's like, I don't know if we'll do any the next time, maybe 1. And then he did 2 again, and he's like, all right, 2, this might be it. I don't know if we'll add more. This might be the last time. We might add 1, and then 2 again, and then now he's doing 2 again. He just keeps doing it. He can't stop himself. That's the thing, is like they also revealed female Hrothgar, because when they released Viera back in Shadowbringers, they only released female Viera because that's like all that existed in Final Fantasy. And you could only make a female Viera. And then, well, they announced it like that. Then, as it got closer, they like revealed like they were actually going to add males too. And so then they added males as well. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure they only announced females at first, and then they added males later. But like they were there on release. Males were on release. But then they had another race called Hrothgar, which are like these big furry guys, like Bara furries. And they're a male only race. And that was the thing, is people thought like it was gonna be like Vieira are female only and Hrothgar are male only, but then they ended up adding male Vieiras. But Hrothgar stayed male only, and people have been like begging, like, you know, give us the females. And then, oh come on, I grabbed that item. People had been begging for the females, and he's been like, well, after releasing Vieira and Hrothgar, he's like, this was so much work, we're probably never gonna add another race. And then he announced at some point, like, all right, we're thinking about doing female Hrothgar, but we don't know yet. It depends on how you guys, you know, if you guys want it bad enough. And then he did it, and then they showed it off at FanFest over the weekend, and they look good. I was like cautiously optimistic. I was talking about this earlier, but I was like, they showed the trailer, which they revealed Pictomancer, and then they also revealed female Hrothgar. There's like going to be a party member who is a female Hrothgar. And in the CG cutscene, I was like, dude, she looks kind of goofy. I don't know about this. Like, she's kind of cute because of how, like, dopey she looks. But I don't know if I would play as one. But I was like, I want to see how they look in game at least. Because, like, I feel like everything in the CG cutscenes looks, like, uncanny. Or at least not as good as in game. And I don't mean, like, fidelity-wise. I mean, like, something about the style of the CG cutscenes. It just doesn't fit, or I don't know, doesn't feel the same as like the in-game stuff, in-game models and things like that. But anyway, they announced basically female Hrothgar, or like, you know, made it official in that trailer, and then they talked about it some more, and then they showed at the end of the keynote, they showed their in-game models, and then just today or yesterday they released their, like, the new patch that comes out on Tuesday. They released or they updated the site for it, and they have that female Hrothgar. Who is this dude? Oh, he's ugly. He's like vines. Dragonthorn. Gimme. They oh god. Mine.
You're one of us now.
What was I gonna say? Who does this guy look like? Excuse me. What Pokemon? I'm gonna call him Tangela because he's just like vines. I want him over. What does he do? Goodbye, Aubrey. Ain't Hrothgar basically Ronso? Yes. WoW has only ever have 4 classes added, so we currently sit at 13. And even now, while there are other lore classes people want, we struggle to see how they could be unique. I see. Well, 14 doesn't have that problem because they don't really try to make them unique. Every class is kind of the same. Like, there's slight differences, but almost every class, it boils down to you have like a 90-second or 2-minute cooldown, like a buff that's on a 90-second or 2-minute cooldown, and then a gauge that you fill up. And once you fill it up, like, it lines up with your buffs, and you know, unleash it. To my nose. But the way those gauges fill up and like the way you use the gauges is different between classes. And the mechanics of playing the class are slightly different, but they're all built like that. Like, every class has a gauge that you're trying to fill up to unleash your, you know, it's not even like a limit break because that's separate. But I guess it's kind of like a limit break. But like adding, I don't, yeah, like the more classes they add is more just for like I don't know. It's kind of like an aesthetic thing, but also a little bit of variety. Because like I was saying, they play differently enough that like they are, I don't know, they're unique, I guess. But you can easily like switch. Like if you play a melee DPS, you can switch to another melee DPS and pick it up pretty quickly. You just have to like figure out how their gauge works and like what their rotation is, and then that's it. And the same thing like between tanks and magic, like ranged DPS, magic DPS, healers. It's just like, okay, and with healers it's a little bit different because it's like, is this a shield healer or like a healer, traditional healer? Because shield healers, they don't heal as much, but they throw up shields that like tank damage, so they overheal basically, so they, you know, they're preventing the damage instead of healing the damage. Give me that. No, I didn't grab it. But anyway, female Hrothgar, they look decent. They're like in the trailer, or not in the trailer, in the little like video they put out showing, you know, showcasing them, showing off their animations and stuff. Only one of them just doesn't look good. The other two look good. And then, like I was saying, the I can't remember her name. It's like Wukmat or something like that. Marat. Hold on, let me look it up. The Art of Endwalker, release on sale June 25th. I'm probably gonna get that. Anyway, let me just find this girl's name real quick. But whatever. Anyway, female Hrothgar, they look good. Oh, it doesn't actually say her name. I saw someone write her name somewhere. Might have been on Twitter. Anyway, they look good. Actually, here, I'll link the I don't know if this is gonna work actually. What? So I copied link. I right clicked on the image and then hit copy link, and then when I pasted it, it's like 5 ways to use a semicolon with examples. A Google search. What is that? Anyway, if you just go to this page, I'll just link it in the chat real quick. And then scroll down a tiny bit. It's like right there. It's both, they're like, it's two pictures that like kind of rotate. One of them is the Hrothgar girl, and then the other one is Cryo with the paintbrush being a Pictomancer, which I'm probably gonna play. Like, I'll probably main that for all of Endwalker. I might Fanta to a female Hrothgar Pictomancer for all of Dawntrail, the new expansion. But I don't know if I'm actually gonna, like I was talking about earlier, I'm gonna wait till the they release the benchmark, because they always release a character creator, or like they update the character creator, or release an updated character creator with that. And I'm gonna see if I can make a female Hrothgar that I like. If not, then I'll keep playing as my cat girl. If I can, I'll make a female Hrothgar and play as that for the expansion, and then switch back after the expansion, after the like 7.0 story. Because that's what I did with Shadowbringers, is I drank a Fantasia potion, which is the little like character change potion. I Fanted to Viera, female Viera, and played through Shadowbringers like that. And then once I finished it, went back to Cat Girl, because I was like, that was fun, but I missed my Cat Girl. That actually reminds me. I'm commissioning an artist, or trying to. I don't know if she's gonna accept the commission. But I want my cat girl. I want art of my cat girl, because I've never done that for her, even though I've like wanted to and thought about it. but this one artist I follow and like a lot. Like I like her style a lot. She opened commissions because I commissioned her before a few months ago, and then she didn't have commissions open for like December or something, but I think it was open for I think I commissioned her in October, then didn't commission her because I was gonna commission her again to do my cat girl, but I think I missed the window for the next set of commissions because she like opens like once a month. And then she didn't open the next month, and then she opened this month, and I was like, I don't know if I almost missed it, but I wasn't thinking about it, and then I was just like she streams sometimes, so I was watching her stream, and I was like, oh, I wonder if she's doing commissions, so I like went to her Twitter, and she had been open for a few days, and I was like, oh god, and like I like immediately started like gathering references and trying to like come up with an idea for what I would want, and then sent it and was like, you know, would you kindly and then have just been, I haven't heard back, but like last time I didn't get a response until she had like, she literally just like was like, here's the sketch, what do you think? And I was like, oh dang, I didn't even know she was like, I didn't know she was working on it, but cool. So I guess I'll find out when I get the sketch or not. If you really want to nitpick, wow, it's 39 specs. Right, and in the next expansion, each spec will have 2 additional sub-specializations, making 78 possible choices. Wow. 14, I think I've talked to you about that before, at least with 14. 14 got rid of any kind of specs because, I don't know, they just like simplified it. Because you used to be able to spend your points wherever you wanted, and then they cut that out, and we're like, no more. Everyone, your points get spent as soon as you level up. No more picking because people keep screwing it up, and we're just gonna simplify it because the people who know how to play and know where to put their points, put them where they need to go, and the people who don't. So there's no reason to just not like have everyone's points go to the same place because the different, like, you can't really, there's not much, like, if you put your points in the wrong place, you're not really playing a different build, you're just basically playing inefficiently. Like, tanks were the only ones who really had, like, different builds. Like, you could put all your points into strength and be, like, a DPS tank, the off tank, basically. Or you could put all your points into vitality and be the main tank, the, you know, the true tank. And that was, like, strategy, like, for, like, raids and stuff like that. But then they changed the way stats work so that strength and vitality both kind of give tanks the same amount of points, like, to all their stats, like the different stats, so that, like, there's no way to mess it up, I guess, if you mess it up. Simplified it so they could add more classes. I mean, that's probably part of it too, but I think it's more just so that, like, I don't know, casual players don't have to think too hard about where to put their stats and worry about, you know, putting their stats in the wrong place and then just having, you know, a jacked up character. Because I can't remember, like, because that wasn't, I think that change was in Stormblood. Because I think throughout Heavensward you still had to spend your points. But I can't remember if there was an item that lets you change your stats or not. I feel like there was, but it was like kind of hard to get or kind of rare or something. So like if you were a new or casual player and you messed up your stats, you probably wouldn't know how to get this item or use this item or whatever to fix your stats. But I don't know. I don't miss being able to spend my stats where I want to, really, because like I was saying, if you know what you're doing, you're like, there's only one place to really put all your points. Like, there's only one way to build your character, and so they just basically eliminated having to worry about leveling up and clicking the wrong button on accident and be like, no, you know. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be getting stronger, but I'm more like trying to like explore to make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't know what autumn, I mean, autumn has those leaf piles, but I don't know what else could change during autumn. Oh, I guess I should wait till winter and then this will all freeze and I can run on it. And then go like down there. I wonder if battles pass the season faster. I'm gonna try that. Anyway, Pictomancer looks cool. Viper looks cool, which is the other class that's new to Dawntrail. But I'm not as interested in that. Because it's a melee DPS, and I play Reaper as my melee DPS, and there's nothing cooler than that. Because that's really only why I play different classes, because they're cool or cute. Like, I was playing Dancer because I was like, this is cute. But then once I finished Shadowbringers, I was like, alright, I'm leveling up other classes now. And then yeah, then they released Reaper, and I was like, I've been waiting for this, and then I have been playing that since. I've also been playing Red Mage, but not really in like any content, just like PvP and dude, when are they gonna get more points? Mostly just PvP. I've done like some dungeons, but that's kind of it. Cause I just like, I know Reaper so well, I don't want to like go into a dungeon on Red Mage and be like, I'm doing this very inefficiently and this is taking longer because of it. When I can just do it on Reaper and be like, I know what I'm doing, and we're gonna get through this super quickly, and it's cooler. I don't know. Like, I started playing Red Mage because Alize, one of the main characters, one of the Scions in the game, she's a Red Mage, and she's my favorite Scion, and I was like, I want to play Red Mage now. I want her outfit, and I want to play as Red Mage. Because she makes Red Mage look cool. WoW's talent system allows for multiple builds and experimenting. Mostly there's 2 builds for a spec. Like, I can either play as a Fire Mage, focus single target. Oh, like I can either as a Fire Mage focus single target or AoE damage, and in theory, if I mess up my rotation, none of this matters anyway. 14 doesn't. Yeah, 14 doesn't do that. It's like the only options you had, choices you had, were where to put your points, like your stat points, not really like spells or skills or talents or anything like that. It's literally put it into Dex, Strength, Vitality, Piety, and then what's the other one? I feel like there's one more. Like the only class that had an actual kind of like spec thing was Arcanist or Arcanist. Arcanist can branch off to Summoner or Scholar, but like as jobs, like once you get to your job at 30, 15, 30? I don't remember. It's been so long since I've had to like level up a class that low. I think 30 is when you get your job. 30 is when you get your job, because 15 is nothing. 15 is like when you get the first dungeon. 16 is when you get the first dungeon. Or 15, and then like the cap is 16? I don't know, whatever, anyway. But yeah, once you... And that's like, that was, I guess, like, that's one of the things that, like I was saying, is like, they simplified it so that if you were playing an Arcanist, and you were leveling it as an Arcanist, and putting points into, like, Intelligence... I think that was the other side I was forgetting. You put points into Intelligence, because you're an Arcanist, and then you get to the branch of, like, do you want to be a Summoner, or do you want to be a Scholar? And you're like, oh, I want to be a Scholar. Your points are all in Intelligence now, when they're supposed to be in, like, Piety or whatever else. Like, Wisdom? I don't remember what healers to use. Like I don't have to worry about putting points into stats, because they don't do it anymore. So I don't even remember, like, what stats are what. Because all your gear has, like, it's class-based. So it has the stats on it. Like, you're not like, you can't wear the wrong gear basically. So you can't like wear something with the wrong stats. I mean, there's like some items that you can wear that have the wrong stats, but that's like an archaic system that they don't do anymore. So like you have to like go out of your way, or you're not even like max level if you're gonna do something like that. If I do my rotation correctly, I hit over 120k DPS. If I mess it up, 30k. I think Black Mage is kind of like that. Like, well, everyone has a rotation, but Black Mage actually swaps back between fire and ice as like its kind of rotation. And if you like mess up the rotation, or like, you know, switch back and forth the wrong ways or not efficiently enough, you can, you know, mess up your rotation. But that's every class basically, is like, if you mess up your rotation, then you miss out on like some of your like stronger abilities, or miss time. You become like out of alignment with your buffs. So like when you go to do your big combos and things, it's not under the buff, and so you're doing a lot less damage. Nice. Oh, he can get Sizz. He can get Sizz and Wisdom. Oh, it's total points too. I didn't know that. I thought it was... Wait, then does that mean I can get other? Yes, I can. I thought it was like 3 for the first one, then I needed 10 more points. So I could have been doing all this on everybody. Oh, except for this guy. Oh, I guess I didn't even spend anything on this guy. I wish I would have realized that. Because maybe I would have won that fight with all these new abilities. Wait. Defense. Aquapothecary. That's kind of a good one. Okay. Dang, I gotta go back. I can probably win now. Well, now I want to wait till winter so I can run across this river. Well, you can wear the wrong gear if you're a class that wears anything that's not cloth. So you can be a warrior wearing cloth when you should be wearing plate, and you're going to have a bad time. 14, like I was saying, 14 doesn't really let you do that anymore. It used to. Like, earlier dungeons still drop gear that has like random stats and is like any class can wear kind of thing, or like any DPS can wear this, or you know, whatever. So you can do that stuff early on, but then like I think Heaven's Ward kind of or maybe after, maybe Stormblood is where they start to what's the word? Streamline it, so that you can't do that anymore. So people don't, you know, mess their stuff up because they don't know what they're doing. Oh, I get it now. So like at the end of autumn, it starts raining like this, and that's when these wing slimes start showing up. But I already have one. Yeah, 14 is kind of like gear system is just you wait until can I run on this? I better, because that guy's standing on it. Nice. Oh, then this becomes like a big old wall. Never mind. The only thing you choose between... What is this? It's cute. Kind of. Teeny Sanguini. He looks like a gremlin.
Now.
Mine. I'm gonna call him Gizmo. I was naming all of them after Pokemon just to be dumb. But this guy looks... he looks like Gizmo. What does he do? Dark Artist. He's only level 2. Let me swap out my Dracky. Or my Calamari Kid. Because I already have a healer. I mean, it might be a good idea to have a backup healer, but... I still don't understand what these sparkles do. Unless it's just to be like, oh, you can walk on this river now or something. I was saying, 14's gear thing becomes like... At end game, you have options between like, okay, do I want to wear this piece that gives me plus crit or this piece that gives me plus like direct hit or something like that. And then you use materia to like add to the other stat that you didn't get. But those are so minor, and like the only place those stats really matter and like that kind of decision really matters is Savage rating. And Extreme Trials, I guess, like early on. But you still can't really go wrong with either piece. Because they still have like your main stat. Like they always have the same main stats. It's the substats that are like slightly different. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, let me oh, I can just teleport to the Colosseum. Cool. I should probably go to the... Oh, I forgot about this chest. Only real difference between plate, mail, leather, and cloth armor. Oh, is armor value. Retail while don't really matter and is mostly a relic of vanilla when armor value is the only meaningful stat on common and uncommon pieces of gear. That's kind of... I mean, I get, like I was saying, there's no, like, white mage wears white mage gear, or I guess every class has their artifact set, which is like their class specific set. But then every like type, like there's like healer gear, so all the healers wear the same set. Magic DPS all wear the same set. Range DPS all wear the same set. Like they share a set. Melee DPS share a set. Tanks share a set. So like all the... Like if I swap between Paladin and Dark Knight and Gunbreaker, I can be wearing... I will be wearing the same exact set. Unless I get a different set that is also like for all of them. But like it's interchangeable like that. But then there's also each class, like once you like do your job quests, you get a class specific set. Like Dragoon has its like iconic set that nobody else can wear and stuff like that. White Mage has its you know, white robe with the like red outlines and stuff like that. There's a spot on the back of my shoulder that keeps itching and it's driving me insane. But there's no like armor value or ratings or anything like that. I should open this when I started, but I forgot this was a thing. Wait, this looks like it's gonna open up. Oh, it must, because like it's probably gonna be a thing of like I get too many monsters so they expand it or something. Because this map is like a decent size and we only have access to a very small bit. excuse me, this portal is like doing those like little blue lines and dots. I thought it was raining through the like the rain was getting in somehow or something. Okay, I haven't dropped any more frames, so maybe that was just like, I don't know what maybe dropped frames earlier. Let me save. It auto saves, but I haven't manually saved in a while. Or I think it just auto saved. I think it's just one save, both auto and manual. Oh wait, let me adjust my tactics. I guess the tactics stay the same, it's just instructions. Or spells and abilities, actually. Oh wait, no, instructions. This is the one that, yeah. I guess that's fine, because I think I would rather have him accelerate everybody first. And then I would rather have him heal before, like, prioritize healing. Maybe, no, let's just keep it like that. Yeah, that's fine. And then that's fine. Wait.
Do you want to?
Let's go.
I believe.
I gained like at least 2 levels, I think.
Now on with the opening bout.
Two levels, and I like actually spent my points like I should have. Okay, we're doing fine. On FF12, I made Fran a red battle mage. She's who I normally control outside of cities because I just want to stand back and casually heal and cast some spells. I don't remember, like, I don't remember what I made Fran when I played 12. I never finished it. I think I've talked about it a few times. Like, I've played 12 like 3 times and gotten further every time. Like, started over 3 times and gotten like farther into the game each time, but then never finished it. But I want to play the that Zodiac Age version or whatever, because it sounds like all the quality of life stuff makes it a lot more fun. Like, I didn't stop playing it because I wasn't having fun. It was just like circumstances and stuff like that. Like the first 2 times I was playing it at a friend's house, I didn't own the game, and so like I would go over to his, oh my god, go over to his house, play the game, get, you know, to a certain point, leave, come over again, play some more, and then like after a while I stopped going to his house, and then when I went to his house again, I was like, I don't remember what I was doing, so I'm just gonna start over, and then like basically did it again. And then on my own, oh my god, oh come on, my rabbit. I can't remember, I either emulated or I played it on, like, I don't know. I don't think I own it on PS3 or PS4. I think I just emulated it, but I got to like a certain point, farther than I ever had been. And then I don't know, started playing something else or something. I don't remember. But I do want to finish it someday. But I played as Fran because she's a sexy bunny girl. I don't know. I just like, if there's a cute girl in the party, I would play as the cute girl. This rabbit is getting owned, dude. He's kind of useless. Fran is in 14. She's in she's a part of the 24-man story, 24-man trial, or 24-man raid for Stormblood. I would say this isn't going so bad, but like, yeah, I would say everyone's silent, so I can't even get any heals. It's over. That auto restore. Okay, never mind. Didn't even matter. That silence dude is like, what can I do? I don't have anyone that has like a debuff clear. Unless I do and I just haven't looked, and I have to like go out of my way and pull out a different monster. Dang it. Got Zodiac Age because I was hurt of emulators lagging. Mind you, I played Bully to completion on an emulator. I'm like, I don't know. I'm surprised that like emulators aren't as good. I mean, unless it's your hardware. But I feel like still, like, even like no matter what your hardware is, like there's just like emulators aren't all there yet, and like it depends on the game too. And I'm like, I don't know, like I'm surprised. Like, I mean, I guess it's just that hard to like reverse engineer the hardware. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I can do differently, because like we just got like everyone like 3 of the 4 characters, 3 of my 4 monsters got silenced in that last round, and so I literally just couldn't do anything except attack, and so I couldn't heal, I couldn't do anything, and I just got owned. Kind of want to try again and hope that nobody else gets silenced this time. My nose, dude. I hate my eyelashes. I hate my nose hairs. Because it's just like, all they do is cause problems instead of like, I don't know, doing their job. I mean, maybe they're doing their job, but like I have an eyelash in my eye, this eye, or at least it feels like it. And I was trying to, like, it was there when I woke up. And I tried to get it out, and I couldn't. Oh, I wonder, I should have changed my tactics. I guess I can change them on this next round. Oh, but I can't change like the priority of spells and stuff, because like I want to set some of them to debuff. Like this, weaken the enemy. So that they can like make them less accurate. Mixed emulator optimization hardware. As you can see, that was designed as an office computer. My processor hates me. That's the thing that I was worried about, though, is like, I mean, I guess that was kind of smart to just attack instead of using Sizz. But switching their tactics to like weaken the enemy, I guess I should just put it on weaken the enemy until they do the debuffs and then switch them back to attacking. Perfect. And I guess that's the other thing is I should yeah, I should just like be managing the tactics better. Oh, I meant to do tactics. Lower their accuracy. Doesn't even do anything. Oh, I was like, what the heck? I hit my mouse and it made the, like when you hover over, like a stream and like the little pause button and all the other stuff, like the interface comes up. I hit my mouse and I saw something change and I was like, oh god, but it's just all that. Anyway, do that. Okay. Then he doesn't go and like nuke us immediately. Okay, I mean that's okay. I wish the snake would have got hit. I should probably also worry about typing. I didn't think about that. Like resistances and stuff like that. Dude. Okay. Oh, I thought we killed that dude. Not good. Not good. Please heal. No. I was hoping he would heal the Gandragora. I knew. I was like, please not him. Had to be him. We might be able to do it still. We lost our main DPS. Okay, okay. Okay. I just had to not get my whole party silenced immediately.
Unbelievable! The winner of Category F is...
Might build a PC, new PC for when GTA 6 does launch on PC 65 years after the PS5 launch. I wonder how long they're actually going to wait.
Let's give him a big round of applause. And some cheers too. Come on!
I did it. I guess the changing my tactics helped.
I can't believe it! You're really something else!
But I also didn't get silenced right away.
Category F.
Probably wait 1 to 2 years. That's, yeah, I mean, at least 1 year. But also, I don't know, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they did, like, a simultaneous release. I mean, I would be surprised, but I would be like, okay, yeah, because, like, there's kind of no reason for them to wait. Like, PS5 has been out long enough that it's not, like, the only reason I could see them... Well, I don't know. I was going to say the only reason I could see them doing a console exclusive launch would be if Sony like paid for it or something like that, but I don't know. Maybe people will, you know, the few people who don't have a PS5 yet will buy a PS5 to play GTA 6. I won't. I still don't have a PS5 and I don't know if at this point, I don't know if I'll get one because the only thing that'll, like, they're moving things to PC anyway. Like, I can wait. And the only thing that would motivate me to get a PS5 is a Bloodborne remaster, remake, or sequel. Rockstar really cares about optimization. How long did it take them to put Red Dead on PC? It was like a year, wasn't it? Red Dead 2. Collecting Red Dead 1. Is Red Dead 1? I don't even know if Red Dead 1 is. Yeah, it took them, or I mean, I don't know, saying it took them a year to put it on PC. It came to PC a year later, Red Dead 2. A year and 1 month. What'd I get? Portion of Monster Munchies.
It wouldn't surprise me if you won Category S one day.
I will.
I'm expecting big things from you, young man.
Oh,
Meow do you do?
how do I get this guy in my party? Rose, the elf girl in this game. Her voice actor is Reen from 14. Because I was like, I want to see who these people are, if they voice characters in other games. Oh, whoops. And Rose, oh, I dropped frames. Just a few hundred, but, or a couple hundred. But I did drop frames at some point. It's not a big deal, but as long as it's not actively happening still. But yeah, I was making a joke last time where I was like, yeah, hearing all these, I was like, I feel racist because I hear all these British accents and I just think, like, all it does is remind me of 14 because everyone has, like, a British accent in 14. And then I looked up Rose's voice actor. I looked up a few different characters' voice actors, but Rose, and then I was, like, looking at, she hasn't done a lot, but she voices Reen in Final Fantasy 14. GTA 5 runs perfectly fine at 60 FPS. Oh, I'm dropping frames. There we go. It's happening again. Oh, maybe not. That was weird. Maybe it was just my stream that stuttered there? Because I didn't drop any frames, but my stream, like, hitched. Maybe my download speed is busted now. GTA 5 runs perfectly fine at 60 FPS at 720p on just an 11th gen Intel i5 with Intel UHD 730 graphics. Integrated graphics. That's kind of wild. Oh, I guess 720
among the pigeons. Don't mind me, I'm
makes it a lot easier.
friendly.
But integrated graphics, I don't know.
My name is Virgil.
I'm surprised.
Talent
Virgil.
extraordinaire for the Monster Mauling Association. Tell me, are you really fulfilled by this trifle of attorney? You could be squaring up to far mightier monsters at the Mauliseum in Naderia. Seriously, I'm not kidding.
The stupid puns.
Fancy going and finding out for yourself? Music to my ears. Now, if you're heading to Naderia, you'll need this. That, my friend, is Travelite, a hallowed hunk of stone created by elves in the dim and distant past. Use it right, and you'll be able to travel to Naderia at a stroke.
Oh, this must be a new zone.
Now, I don't mean to let the cat out of the bag, but I understand there's an elf in your village. She'd be the perfect candidate to teach you how to use Travelite, so I suggest having a word. Mew. Well, I guess I'll catch you in Naderia.
Oh, I bet another one of the like the sons of the CEO at my job today. So I've met 3 of the 4, I think, and I haven't met the daughter either. So 3 of the 5 children. But he actually came in yesterday and I saw him and I was like, I think that's, you know, I think that's, you know, that son, but I don't know because I've never met him in person. And then today he needed... What is going on? Oh, that was so random. Maybe it's OBS that's having the problems. Because my OBS just like disconnected. Like I got the little notification in the bottom right that said like OBS is reconnecting, and then I like opened up OBS and it was connected, and it's still connected. Like it refreshed my... Oh, I'm dropping frames now. Okay, now it's fine again. I wonder if it is OBS. Maybe I need to update OBS or something. I'm dropping frames again, so maybe not. I mean, maybe. I don't know, dude. What a frustrating experience. I'm going to blame this new modem because, like, that's the only thing that's changed network related. Like, I put in a new modem and all of a sudden I'm dropping tons of frames every stream. 3 streams in a row. 3 streams in a row spaced out like a few days apart over a week. So like, not even like, you know, like, oh, it's like happening, you know, a few days in a row. It's like, no, it's I wonder if I would have been streaming every day this week if it would have happened every night, you know, and if it's like a consistent problem with the because of the new modem rather than just like something going on with Comcast or something like that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, whatever. I met one of the other sons, and he I was doing something. I was working on something, and then I heard my door open, and like, cause like my setup is basically like I have 2 monitors. Except I'm more facing, like, my seat is more, like, angled towards the middle of the monitors. And so, like, I turn my torso more to, like, pay attention to whichever monitor. And I was looking at this monitor, like, writing an email or something. So, like, my door is now out of my vision. And I hear it open. And then I turn and look. And he's coming in. And he's holding his laptop. And he's like, Rigo! And I was like, oh, what's up? And then because, like, as soon as he said that, I was like, okay, I know it's him. And then, I like reached out to shake his hand. He's like, no, and he just like opened his arms and like he's like, I've caused you too much trouble for just a handshake, and then gave me a hug, and I was like, dang. And then I was telling my mom about it later because I was like, oh yeah, I finally met, you know, that son, and she's like, did he hug you? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, he's a hugger. Like a lot of, like, all the kids are huggers, but he's like, he hugs everybody. Like, you know, the other ones are fine with just a handshake, but they will give you a hug, but he has to hug everybody. And I was like, okay, that's exactly, yeah. He just like instantly came in and just was like, no, I'm getting a hug, no handshake. But like, I don't know. I like him. He's cool. He's I don't know. Like I was saying, of the 3 brothers I met, there's only one that I really don't like, and I just find him annoying more than anything because he doesn't know anything about the work. Like I don't know. He pretends to be IT without really knowing anything or how to do anything IT. Excuse me. Like he doesn't know anything. Like all he knows is like some iPhone and Mac stuff, but even then he still calls me because he'll have trouble with something iPhone related. And I'm like, I don't know iPhones, but try this, try that, or, you know, go there. And then I solve it, and he's like, all right, thanks. And it's just like, you're welcome. But I thought you were the iPhone guy. I thought you were the Apple guy. I don't like that noise. That sounds so bad. It sounds like I'm like... It sounds like listening to the... Like putting a seashell up to your ear to like listen to the ocean. But like... You're using like toilet paper rolls or something. A seashell made out of toilet paper roll. cardboard. Okay, let me go talk to Rose. False flagging as an IT guy, kind of, but he's like one of the sons of the CEO, so he's got the role of like kind of like IT director, but it's not like official, and he never like he doesn't even like have like an official title. Like there have been several conversations where me, my manager, my supervisor, the old consultant who used to work here have all like, you know, been talking to people outside of the company, and they're like, so who exactly is this guy? And we're like, he doesn't really have like a title, like we don't really know what to call him. He's just like he's like a part of the, you know, the IT team, but he mostly just like acquires hardware for us and like, you know, spends money for us basically, because he's the son of the CEO. So he has a budget of, you know, however much money he wants to spend, kind of. And then so like that was like everyone except like everyone was saying that about him, and then I was in a meeting with him and like this vendor, and the vendor is like, so what exactly is your role, like what do you do? And he's like, I don't really have like an official role or title, I just kind of go where I need to and do what needs to be done, like make things happen. And it was like he like literally just basically admitted he doesn't have a job or like, you know, isn't actually IT, because that was like with our managed service provider, like our co-managed service provider, like this IT group. They're like, you know, like, so what's your role, what's your title, like you know, what's your experience, what have you done, you know, whatever. Because like they asked me and I was like, oh yeah, I was in the Marines, I did a bunch of IT there, did this, did that, radios, computers, satcoms, like all this and that. And they're like, oh okay, that's cool. And then they're like, so what do you do, to the other guy? And he's like, you know, I just go where I need to, do what needs to be done, like try to make himself sound cool and useful. And then they're like, okay. And it's just like he's I don't know. I don't know how, like, part of me thinks that maybe he got the job because the department he worked in, the construction side when he was working, like maybe they, you know, wanted to get rid of him. I don't know. Because he actually said that. Like, we have a Christmas luncheon, I guess. I mean, we do. But I went to my first Christmas luncheon this Christmas. And the CEO says some things, and he's like, now I'd like my, you know, kids to say a few words. And they took turns. And when it was his turn, he was like, yeah, you know, I really want to thank you know, these guys over in construction for, you know, really, you know, fighting for me to get this, you know, role over in IT and blah, 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 because, you know, I like it's my passion, and, you know, it's what I think I'm good at, and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, and I was like, I wonder if they were like fighting for him to get, oh, great. Am I dropping frames again? I mean, I must be. I didn't drop that many. Well, I don't know. I can't tell if it's, dude. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's OBS. I'm going to update OBS and mess with this modem after I'm done tonight. Probably in like half an hour or something. Because it's really frustrating. Anyway, yeah, he was like, or I was like, I wonder if like they, you know, fought to get him into IT to get him out of construction. Because I don't know. I don't know, because he doesn't really do anything. Like I was saying, he's like, all he does for me is give me more work by like calling me and saying like, hey, this guy needs help with this. And it's like, why doesn't that guy call me? And I think the reason they don't call me is because they know if they call him, he's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, I want to make these guys, like, they know he wants to make them happy. So they think if he tells me, I'm more likely to do it. Or, you know, instead of asking me, they ask him because he's more likely to say yes or something. Because, like, sometimes he'll call me and say, like, hey, you know, get this guy a new laptop. And I'm like, okay. And then I tell him, like, I don't have any more laptops, so you're going to have to order one. Then he'll order me one or whatever. But I don't think, like, I think if those guys would have asked me, like, if someone asks me, hey, I need new hardware, I'm going to ask a million questions, like, okay, what's wrong with your old one? Like, what do you have? You know, this and that. What do you need? Where if they just ask, you know, the other guy, hey, I need a new laptop, he's gonna be like, all right, I'll get you one right away. I'll call Rigo and let him know. And it's just like, Okay. Anyway, he's annoying because I don't know. He like claims to, I don't know, role. Like he'll say us guys in IT or we IT guys or us IT guys or blah blah blah, and I'm always like, dude, you're not IT. Like we'll literally be like, we'll be talking to somebody or in a meeting, and he'll try to do this thing of like like, oh, you guys don't get it because you're not IT like we are, and it's like, you don't even get it. He doesn't even get it. Because like I'll explain things to, or I'll tell him about like, I don't know, like kind of simple things or like basic, like okay, here's an example. We have these security guys, they provide security for us, and they have a server in our server room, and it's like it's outside of our network, but we kind of host it. Like we let them borrow our like internet line, like our main line for internet, and like we have like our firewall set up to basically let them through to access their server. Like let them access their server from outside of the office. And they want to upgrade, like it's a 2012 server, so they want to like upgrade to a newer server but also get new hardware. And so they're asking me like for ideas and suggestions, but before, like they just kind of like brought up all this stuff, like saying like, yeah, we have a really old server in there. Like they sent me an email that wasn't really specific about what they wanted. It was just like, yeah, we got an old server, here's some screenshots of what what it looks like and blah blah blah. And then that was it, and I was like, so what do they want from me? Like, because they didn't ask any questions or anything. And so then I called, the wannabe IT guy, and was like, did you see this email? Like, what exactly am I supposed to do with this? And he's like, he looked at it, and he's like, yeah, I don't know. It is kind of weird, because, like, they just, present all this information without, like, asking anything. And he's like, I'll call, their, like, the CEO over there. And, like, and that's kind of what he's good for, is, like, his connections, basically. Like, his name being like part of the family and having these connections, that's what he's good for. That's what I use him for, basically. But he's like, yeah, I'll call that guy over there and get some more information, then I'll call you back. And I was like, okay. And then he called him and called me back and was like, okay, so basically they want to know what you think they should upgrade to, or what kind of what would be best for hardware and the server. And then he's like, I think they should get whatever's like newest and blah blah blah. Like he talks in like vague terms, so that it's like, I don't know, like he's like, they should be top of the line, cutting edge, blah blah blah. And then he's like, and I want them to be on like Windows 11 because 10's too old. I want them to be cutting edge, newest stuff, blah blah blah. And I was like, why would we put them on Windows 11? It's a server. They're on it's a 2012 server. They're not on like Windows 7 or something. But he's like, I don't know, like if you wouldn't, I mean, I guess you could put a server on just like Windows 11 or something, but like that's, if it's already on a server, if it's already a server on Windows server something, just keep it on server. Like put it on 2022 or I don't know. I wouldn't put it on. I'm probably gonna put it on 2022. Like make a 2022 server, or migrate it to a 2022 server or something. I don't know. I still have to look into it. But anyway, because I got more information just like the end of last week or something about it. But anyway, that's the thing, is like if someone is like, hey, we got a server and we want to upgrade it, and I go to someone else and I'm like, hey, what do you think? What should I put it on? I'm not going to be like, should I put it on Windows 10 or Windows 11? I'm going to be like, do you think this, should go to 2022 or just go to 2016? I mean, I would go to 2022, but like the only reason I wouldn't put it on 2022 is if there's a compatibility issue, but I feel like that's not going to happen. But anyway, but yeah, whatever. But like there's like just like a bunch of like examples of that where he's like, oh yeah, we should do this, or I say something and he's like, oh, okay, what does that mean? Like, explain that to me. And I'm just like, how do you not know? What, like, I don't know. How do you not know what an IP is? I mean, that's not, I think he does know what an IP is, but like, I'm just trying to like make an example of like, it's just something like, if you've ever messed with a computer or done any kind of work on computers, you would know that. And like, I don't know, you're supposed to be like kind of the director and you don't know anything about it. Hey, IT guy, my processor is on fire, what should I do? And then he would be like, pour some water on it. I don't know. Wouldn't a Linux distro be better for a server? I don't know. I don't know, compatibility reasons, and like Windows is just a lot easier. They're already on a Windows server. It's probably better to just keep on a Windows server. All of our servers are Windows servers except for a few of them. Just because it's, I mean, I didn't build them, but when I've built a few since I've been here, and just kept them on Windows just to make migration easier. Also, I have very little experience with Linux. And I don't, well, it's not that I don't see the use of Linux, but I feel like it's too much work and not worth it for, I'm sure plenty of people hate to hear that, but I don't know, for just like a business or something, like, I'd like, maybe if you're like a more tech oriented like office, sure, but we're just, I don't know, most, like, the biggest thing people use in the office is Outlook. So like, we don't need Linux for all that. And I think we're migrating like to cloud, like Windows cloud solutions, like whatever, Azure and stuff like that, or Entra, I think they're trying to change the name to. So like, I don't know, putting effort and resources into Linux like servers, or because like I was saying, we have like a few servers that are Linux. I'm trying to remember what like specifically, like what their distro is. I can't remember because I don't control them. We have them, we host them, but they're like third-party vendor servers that they're like, you have to install, like, you have to have this on your network for, you know, these things to work. And I kind of like monitor them and stuff like that. Like, one of them is our cybersecurity server. And the other day, like last week, or 2 weeks ago, I was in a meeting with them, and the guy was like, yeah, the scanner isn't running anymore. Like, I don't know what could be the problem, but can you, like, you might want to look at the server and see what you can figure out, maybe restart it or something. And I was like, okay. And then I like went and looked at it, and I was like, I don't feel comfortable enough with Linux to actually do anything to this other than restart it. So I restarted it, and then he sent me an email the next day saying like, hey, it looks like that scanner's back online. Whatever you did worked. And I was like, okay, I just restarted it. He's like, all right, cool. And then that was it. Microsoft uses Linux for their servers. I mean, isn't Microsoft based? Well, I think it might be based or originated from Unix. Maybe Linux? I don't know. But it's not, well, I mean, if Microsoft uses Linux for their servers, it's not like a Linux interface, or like, it's still Microsoft's like GUI, like the back end or whatever. But I think that's just like all of Microsoft is, I mean, all of them, you know, all OSs are basically like Linux, Unix kind of based underneath, I guess, if you want to like go that route. Anyway, let me read your comment from 15 minutes ago. The Balthier from 12-1. Same voice actor is Regent Lord Lorthamar Thoron from WoW. VA does a lot of work with Square. You can probably find his work in 14. I'm interested now, and I'm going to look it up. And I'll tell you exactly who he is and if that character is cool or not. Gideon Emery. That sounds familiar. The name, at least. He's Urianger, dude. Or at least in A Realm Reborn. Maybe they replaced him. No, it looks like he's still him. Because some of the, like, going from, oh wait, maybe they did replace him. Oh yeah, they did. Okay, I was gonna say, going from A Realm Reborn to Heaven's Ward, they replaced a lot of the voice actors. So he was A Realm Reborn's Urianger, and then in Heaven's Ward, it's Timothy Watson from there forward. And Nabrialis. But Urianger is a fantastic character. But early on, I didn't like... A Realm Reborn's version of him, I did not like. Like, I don't think I really liked Urianger until Stormblood, at least. But he talks funny, and that's part of the charm. He's very, chuny. Because he, like, talks... he talks... stupid. Not stupid. He talks... So, you know that... I don't know if you've ever seen Idiocracy, but there's a part where, like... It's Justin Long's character, but, like, the main character dude goes in, and he's, like, talking to the dude, and he's like, what? And he, like, the dude repeats himself, and he's like, okay, like, he says, you talk like a, you know, gay F word, and it's very funny. Well, yeah, and then he, oh, whatever, basically just says, like, a bunch of, things you can't say on Twitch, like, back to back. But that's how Urianger talks. Like, every time Urianger talks, that's like the quote that pops up in my head. Because he's just like, he's trying too hard to sound all like intellectual and fancy. Like, he talks in super old English and like complicated words that are like, he's trying too hard, and then he like breaks character like in certain moments, and it's like, okay, he's doing it on purpose. But that's part of his charm. Like I was saying, like, once you get to like Stormblood and Shadowbringers and Endwalker, where he's like more of a main character and more like fleshed out, kind of, I guess, it becomes a lot of fun. Pokes her head out the window and stares off into the distance. What's she looking at? Home? I don't know. My elf wife. It looks like, well, so the other character that guy voices is Nabrialis, who is one of the Ascians, who are like the main villains of 14. But he hasn't been in the game since A Realm Reborn, so yeah, that guy doesn't really voice anyone, or at least no one else on that list. Like, doesn't show up in the credits on behind the voice actors. He's the exact same voice for both characters in WoW and 12. Maybe that's the only voice he has. Maybe he's the same voice for Urianger in 14. I don't remember what original Urianger sounds like, though. I feel like I kind of remember what Balthier sounds like. Piece of Travelite.
am about to perform a traditional elvish dance. I hope you'll enjoy it.
She doesn't really sound like Reen.
It's been
Like
some
I can
time,
kind of
though.
hear it.
I only hope I remember the steps.
I wonder if the Travelite is related to like the ruby that she cried out the other day. Because apparently elves
Wow! Take a look outside.
cry rubies in this game or in this universe. But it looked like that Travelite, kind of, just smaller.
There were always legends back home that Travelite could open the way to Naderia. To think they were true. My prince. Did I...
See my leg.
Did that help?
Yes. Why would you say no?
That's a relief. By the way, Travelite comes in other varieties. With the right kind, we could visit all sorts of places in Naderia. Back in Rose Hill, I didn't venture outside my room just as you asked. So I was thinking, seeing as we're in Naderia now, where I'm safe from humans, maybe I could join you on your adventures here.
Yes.
Hooray! I'm so pleased. Thank you ever so much.
I didn't think she was actually gonna join. I thought I was gonna like have some dumb reason to keep her here. What's she gonna do?
Now, if you want to go back to Terrestria, you can do so via the magic circle. But first, let's explore Naderia.
I kind of want to watch Frieren, that anime. Because I've been listening to Castle Super Beast this week. And Brennan, he's, I don't know what wrestling federation or whatever he's with now, or if he's with anyone right now. But he goes by Mason Madden now, I guess. I think he was like Mace and then something Madden or something. I don't know. He explained it on the podcast. The Great Black Otaku is his like Twitter handle or something. But he's been on the podcast before, and like when he was on, I was like, why does this guy sound familiar? And then like they started talking more and explaining stuff like that, and I was like, oh, that's right. He hasn't been on in so long. He used to be on like the Super Best Friend cast like quite often. But he just hasn't been on at all in like years. But anyway, he was talking about watching anime at the airport or something like that, and he said he was watching Frieren or something. And then he described it because I'd seen it trend on Twitter like a bunch, and you know, like every season there's like a bunch of, you know, at least a couple different anime that trend on Twitter because they're the, you know, flavor of the season or whatever. And Frieren is one of them, and I don't know, I just ignore them, like, unless it like has something that appeals to me or looks, I don't know, like it's doing something cool or different. I don't really pay too much attention. And so like I'd seen Frieren trending, clicked on the trend a few times to like see what's up, been like, all right, not for me. And then he described it and explained like what the premise was, and I was like, wait, that sounds real interesting, and I kind of want to watch it. And that's what, you know, Rose here just made me think of, because I was like, I was thinking about like how old she is compared to my character, because like we're probably like around the same physical age, but like years time how old she is, and if my character will live that long. Indie guy in the wrestling world. Okay, that's what it sounded like when he was like describing going to shows. But I wasn't sure if he was like a part of any kind of circuit or something like that, or if he was just like indie. Like if he was signed anywhere. Because he was talking about how he did a recent show, and he was like, it was like a 5-man match or something, and the other 4 guys, he's like in his mid-30s or something, and the other, or maybe he's like early 30s, but the youngest, or the next youngest guy, or the next oldest guy, was 25, and then the other 3 guys were like 21 and 20 or something like that, like in their very early 20s. And he said he was like talking to them, and one of them said based, and he was like just kind of like surprised that someone was saying based, because he had worked with so many other wrestlers who were just like older than him, and like they would not know what based means at all, and he's talking to these guys who are just like, you know, using it because it's, you know, part of their language. Anyway, I guess the only reason I really brought him up was because I was gonna say he was talking about Frieren, and I was like, Frieren sounds kind of cool, because like the concept of an elf, like of kind of like watching, like a slice of life following an elf who lives like a super long time, you know, and each episode a bunch of time passes, so you're kind of like, it might be relative to like I don't know, a normal human character's passage of time, but for her, like, you know, like one episode later might be like, I don't know, a couple months later relative to her, but to humans it's like years. And like, yeah, I don't know, everyone ages, it seems like he was saying, he was describing how in the first episode, or in an episode, she's like tutoring a girl, like teaching her magic, and then the next episode the girl is like taller than her and like has aged like 10 years or something like that, or like 15 years or something, and she's now like, you know, mature or more mature, and Frieren is still like the same physical age, I guess, I don't know, because she's an elf, so she's aging a lot slower. Anyway, sounds cool. I might check it out. Wait, are we still in Terrestria? I guess I have to leave. I just didn't walk out. Oh, I think we're still in Terrestria. Oh, wait, no. As soon as you step out the doors, as soon as you step out them doors, you'll be right in the monster's backyard by yourself out there. Hey. So I guess we just teleport the whole building with us? Oops.
Yoo-hoo! How you doing?
Alright, this is all the online stuff.
Thanks, babe.
Circle of Conquest, lower echelon.
Gosh, so this is Naderia. It sends a chill down my spine.
Welcome one, welcome all. Apologies, Madame Muselle. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Virgil, official talent spotter for the Monster Mauling Association.
Virgil, you say? Did you provide us with that travel light by any chance?
Indeed. I'm happy to see you made good use of it. This is the Circle of Conquest, one of the 6 realms of Naderia. Each realm is divided into 3 parts, which we call the lower, middle, and upper echelons. Right now, we're in the lower echelon. It's home to weak monsters, but that's fine for a fledgling monster wrangler such as yourself.
Also, many different fantasy works age very differently, so some works could take 18 years for an elf to reach adult work, or over 100 years. That's how. Yeah, 14's elves are kind of the same way. Because the twins Alize and Alphino, who are like some of the scions. Oh, adulthood. Okay, I was confused for a second. But I was thinking, like, I don't know, maybe adult, like making elf kids start working as if they're adults, like they're what do you call it? What do they call it when you turn 18? I know it's like legal age, but I feel like there's another name for it. Anyway, Alize and Alphino, they're only like, I think they're like 17 or 18 now or something like that. But they're like, they look like teenagers, but then their parents are like a lot older, but they look like young. Like, I mean, they look like, I don't know. They look like a mom and a dad, but they're not like old. But yeah, in 14 it seems like, well, I guess they're called Elezen, but they're elves. But the elves, because in Shadowbringers, which, like, Shadowbringers, you go to another world, and they have all the same races, but they have different names for them, and they call Elezen elves. And they call Lalafell dwarves. I think they call them elves. Maybe they call them Elvon, because, like, I think that's what they're called in 11. Oh yeah, they are called Elvon. Never mind. Oh wait, no. It says the Elezen from 14 take after the Elvon from 11, but I don't know if that means, I think that just means their looks and stuff. Anyway, Elezen are the elves of 14, and it seems like they grow at the same rate as humans until they hit a certain age, and then they slow down. Like, it seems like from 1 to 16, 17, 18-ish, they age about the same rate, and then from there they slow down, I guess. Excuse me. Wild elves are 18 when they reach adulthood and can live normally for over 1,000 years. Some even living for 10,000 years or more. It's kind of insane. I don't think the elves in 14 live that long, but they age the same. Or they like reach they have their, you know, same like adulthood or aging kind of rate or whatever.
So, that would make this the lower echelon of the Circle of Conquest. Is that right?
Precisely. And at the heart of it all is the Mauler Seal, Naderia's one and only battle arena. That's where monster wranglers from far and wide gather to test their skills in battle.
So monsters wrangling monsters. I mean, I guess we're half monster.
Didn't you say you wanted to enter a tournament at the Morlyseum? We should go and take a look.
Let's go. Gimme. Gimme.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that angers both of them. I think we're fine. Owned. 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 I wonder if they get unangered. Like, if you anger them, they can, like, cool down. I can't remember if it said that. Cool. Let's give him that. I don't know if max HP plus 4 is worth it. Like, I feel like I'd rather save up to get attacker. MP, I feel like doesn't matter either. Sylvanas, if she were still alive and not undead, would be somewhere around 3,536 years old. Jeez. Is that ever like relevant in the story? Like, does Sylvanas ever do something like, or like reference something from like 3,000 years ago? Nice. I didn't think I was actually gonna get him. I just wanted to see what my chances were this time. What's a skeleton Pokemon? Are there even skeleton Pokemon? I mean, there's plenty of like ghost types, but I don't know if there's actually a skeleton Pokemon. Like Cubone and Marowak, I guess, but they're not like skeleton Pokemon. I mean, I guess I'll just do Marowak. He has a lot of attack. Actually, maybe not that much. It's pretty decent, I guess. I like the colors. Let me kill this guy. If they kill him too early, that might be a problem. Okay. Oh no, I didn't order them again. It might be fine. It might be fine. It's fine. Leery Lout. Okay. That wasn't great. He's only irritated though.
Now.
Still only irritated. I'll try again.
Yeah.
It just gets worse and worse. Alright, now we have to kill him. It's decent experience. I'm interested in seeing how the seasons change, because it still has a little season clock. Owned. I like these tactics because they're smart enough to like debuff the enemy and then go back to using their damage spells. Like, I wonder if the season changes and I can, if this freezes, because there's like a ramp there. Anyway, Rose is with me now apparently, but she doesn't actually walk with me. That's sad. She's just along for the story stuff. Another one of these ugly caterpillar things. Got the years wrong. Her older sister, Illyria Windrunner, would be around 2,836 years at this point. Illyria was old enough to have fought in the Troll Wars, which were wars around the formation of the human kingdoms. That's interesting. Mad Mollusk. This thing is kind of cool looking. Oh. I keep forgetting to give orders. Because I want to kill the skeleton and then try to catch the other guys. That might... They're gonna kill him? Yeah. I don't think they'll kill anybody else. Okay, maybe. I wanted that guy.
Now.
Lame. No points. No points. Is Illyria in Hearthstone as like a playable character? I feel like that name sounds familiar. And the only reason I would know the name is Hearthstone. She is. Hero skin for the Hunter class. Okay. I think I used that one every time I played Hunter.
Yeah.
Nice. Maybe. Nice. It's kind of ugly. It's less ugly than the other guy. What's the... Not Gastrodon, the smaller one. I can't remember what it's called. Shellos. So glad I don't have to work on Monday. It's been nice, like... Well, it's been after like Christmas and New Year's. I guess it was just like, what's this last what? Just this week? It was a full week. Yeah. But like having to go to work on Monday, it was like, dude, why can't I just have every Monday off? I was like, man, I should ask, like, can I do 4 10s? Can I, like, you know, work 10-hour days 4 times a week and get Monday or Friday off? Use Firefox. Recently, Firefox users have been having an annoying false positive with Windows detecting a cache file as a Trojan. Like, it's a Firefox file that's getting detected. I don't use Windows Defender. I, like, disabled it because it's annoying. And just like consumes so much, like so many resources that I just killed it because I just run my own. I use Malwarebytes and I use super anti spyware, and there's one other thing. I mean, I do like I'll run a scan on Windows, like Windows Defender, but I don't have like Defender turned on for like the like real-time monitoring stuff. Because it's annoying. File in the Firefox cache. Okay. I haven't seen it. I use Firefox almost exclusively. Ew, I hate these things. I think they were called Lippies in the first game. Or something like that. Lip something. They swim in the poison thing. Maybe the seasons don't change. I don't like. I feel like the clock has been in the same spot. Oh, it just ticked again. So, never mind. They do change. Windows Defender and Malwarebytes is a redundancy. I just run them all at the same time if I'm gonna do a scan, so that they like cover each other. Oh, it's called Lips in this one. Nice.
Now.
It's so ugly.
You're one of us now.
It was always ugly. Even in the first game. This one will be Jinx. Because of the big old lips. Oh, I think Jinx is spelled with a Y in Pokemon. Has pretty decent defense. I refuse to use it though. If you really want Windows Defender to freak out, download BlueStacks. I've never used BlueStacks. There's a different emulator I used. I don't remember what game I was playing. It was a gacha game, and I think I downloaded it so I could re-roll easier. I don't remember what it was though. I feel like it started with an L. LD player or something like that. But I've never downloaded BlueStacks. I know it's a popular emulator for gacha games and stuff like that. Or mobile games. I don't need to find anything right now. I do want to catch that other guy though still. But I can worry about that later. I want to get to the castle so I can... Oh my god. So I can save and quit for the night. Because it's getting close to bedtime. I gotta work in the morning. And I have to get off early tomorrow. Or try to. I don't know. Because I have to pick up my car. And they close at 5. I mean, they usually stay open long enough for me to pick up my car if I need to come after 5. But I don't want to make them, work late on a Friday. Windows Defender generally is good enough for most users. I agree. But I just don't like I was saying, I'll use the scan. Like, I'll scan with it. But I just don't have it running as like a... I don't know, background thing to like monitor. I knew it. I saw something in that bush. Oh, come on. My problem though is I don't run scans often enough. So like, I don't know. none of the scanners' usefulness matters to me, because if I'm running a scan, it's because I'm worried and it's already too late. Like, I'm like, okay, something's up. I clicked on the wrong thing, downloaded the wrong thing. Whoa! This guy will probably kill me real easy, but I'm gonna try to fight him anyway. I feel like I'm just gonna run with the same party until they let me start synthesizing. I just don't feel like swapping around and investing in different monsters when they're so weak. If I'm gonna... Oh, he's gone. Dang it. That kind of sucks. Like when you fight a monster near another monster, after the battle's over, those monsters disappear. I wonder if he'll respawn if I like walk far away like this. Nice. Alright, that doesn't suck. Also, that's kind of cool. This guy will own me, but I have to see it. Lumbering lizard. Perish. Oh, that's not too bad. I mean, that is bad. Okay, that's real bad, though. Oh, I forgot the reserves come in. But he's just gonna wipe us all again. We don't even get a chance. Because he has like 5 turns. Oh. 0. But the skeleton survived. Never mind. I wonder if I can beat that Cyclops from the last area. If I knew how much HP he had, I would say it's doable. Oh. Lose half the gold you're carrying. Make regular deposits at the bank. I'm reloading. Oh, unless it auto saves. But then what's the point? I mean, I guess the point of saving is to not lose progress. But if you can't save before a fight and then die, and then reload your save, what's the point? If I want to download something, I always make sure I download a zip and never run a straight executable. Always pre-scan zip files. I mean, I do that too when... Oh yeah, it auto-saves after you die. So you can't cheat. You can't, I mean, I guess you can't. You can't save scum. I wonder if you can turn off the autosave. I didn't look for that setting. But yeah, if I'm downloading something that's not like trusted, or I don't trust, or I'm not familiar with, I do the same thing. Oh, you can't turn it off. Network features game will autosave regardless. Okay. Dang it, I should have done that. Now my gold. I don't even know how much gold I had. I had 700 gold. Not a big deal though. This is what Gen Alpha should be learning, not Skibidi Toilet. Man. I watched Vinny Vinesauce. Vinesauce Vinny. Oh, that's the I was gonna call him a dragonfly. I don't know what he's actually called. We fought him in the Coliseum. Damselfly. I'll try to catch whoever survives. Oh, I didn't swap my party back. I watched Vinesauce, Vinny from Vinesauce. And he like always references Skibidi Toilet like ironically. And it's been like making me think about Skibidi Toilet. Skibidi Toilet more than I ever would have otherwise. Cause like I've never watched a Skibidi Toilet. I've seen like small bits. So I know like what the song is. And that's it. But I'm like, I don't want to know what Skibidi Toilet is. This guy gets a bunch of wisdom. Don't think he needs it though. Nature nerfer. Wait, what is sap? Decrease the defense of a single enemy for 4 to 7 turns. Higher the caster's wisdom, more likely the spell is to succeed. Cool. I might put him in the party. Also, I gotta reorganize my party. Because I don't want these guys as the main ones. Except we'll keep the little dude. You're in. I guess I leave the bunny out. Because I feel like the bunny hasn't been that useful. His wisdom is really low though. I'm not bringing him. Never mind. Maybe once he gets to level 8. I don't know. Watch out of curiosity. Then I just put Fubuki singing Scatman on. Fubuki's Scatman is better than Skibidi Toilet. True. 100%. Okay, I'm just gonna run straight for the thing. If I get into battles, I'll fight them and try to catch whatever I can, whatever's new. And if things die, they die. I do want those damselflies though. But I can get them later. The only reason I want to catch all these things is because I want to synthesize them later. Which is the breeding system in the game, I guess they call it synthesizing now. But I don't even have it unlocked, so like, I don't know. Catching things just makes it so that when I unlock it, I can just do it right away. But once I unlock it, I can go back and catch these things. Oh. Cool. Wait. What is this then? Great. Now I have to see what this is. This is a house from Nier. There's a well too. Nice. Unless it's a mimic. I bet one of those will be a mimic at some point. Well, maybe not, because the mimics just have, like, they just look like mimics. I gotta check behind first. Nice. My first mini medal. Laboratorium. Okay. Oh. Ring of Wisdom. Bad medicine. Wait, do I have any other accessories? This guy gets it. Actually, I'm gonna give it to Oddish. Oh. Okay. I really want to look around the map to see what has changed. Oh, Babble? Bubble slime. Oh, I wonder if that's why they called it a Babble in the first game. Is like the Japanese bubble, they localized it as Babble. Because it would be like Babble, Babulu, Babaru. So they're like, I don't know, Babble, Bobble, Babble. Instead of thinking like, oh, Bubble. Apparently Six Flags and Cedar Fair decided to merge this year. Cedar Fair's shareholders will own the majority of the new company. Cedar Fair's CEO will be the CEO. I don't know what Cedar Fair is. Is that like a regional thing? But is it just like basically theme parks combining? Cedar Fair sounds like it would be like a theme park kind of thing. Okay, I can get Sandstorm. Oh, yeah, I want Sandstorm. I'll take Buff. I guess I can just grab, well, I'll save. I should adjust the frequency. Oh, I keep doing that wrong. I guess we don't have to set that. I can, nah, yeah, I'll turn it off. Keep that on. Do that. Okay. Yeah, I guess this rain spawns the wing slime and these babbles. Or bubble slimes, I guess. I feel like I should try to catch these bubble slimes now before waiting for another cycle of seasons. Knott's Berry Farm, California's Great America, Carowinds, Kings Island. Oh, Cedar Point. I've heard of Cedar Point. And so Knott's Berry Farm, Great America, and Cedar Point sound familiar. I don't, never heard of Carowinds or Kings Island, but I know what you mean now. I have the idea. They're not like the big old theme parks like Universal Studios and stuff like that, or Six Flags even, but they're like, they have roller coasters and things. I should just give orders instead of relying on them to do it themselves. I just don't want to kill the bubble slimes. They might kill all the slimes. Yep. I didn't know they were so close. I wish you could see their HP. I'm sure you get something later that lets you see their HP. Undead Undoer. I'll take it. Basically, it took over 6-5, so we're gonna go bankrupt in a few years anyway. I didn't know they were that close. Okay. Oh wait, I'm trying to catch a bubble slime. Also, it's like bubble rain. There's these big old bubbles that fall down too. Oh, that might kill them. Nice. Okay, so I have to do this carefully. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll say if it doesn't catch, I'm leaving. I'm just gonna go up to the castle. I think I already named something Grimer. Or maybe I named it Muck. I feel like it has a decent spread of stats, but I don't want it.
Meow. I hope you didn't have too tough a time getting here.
Virgil!
So,
Is
monsters, did you have any trouble
this a
making
bug?
new friends? Well, you say that.
I feel like the camera didn't change like it was supposed to or something. Build as a merger of equals.
The denizens of
Oh,
this place
well, there we go.
won't join up with any old monster wrangler. Only those with a reputation. Most echelons in Naderia have a big hitter.
I was gonna say, I feel like it was supposed to be showing them talking to each other.
Do wonders for your reputation. But things are different here. You'll need to come out on top in Category G in the Morlyceum to boost your rep.
Terrestria, Naderia. I forgot what the other one is.
And if you win, you'll be able to bag yourself a great prize. So, there's plenty to fight for.
Oh, GDQ starts this weekend.
It
I think
sounds
Sunday.
like winning Category G is your top priority if you want to scout the local monsters. Shall we head in? I'd like to learn more about this place.
Rose, my beloved orc. Where monsters shed blood, sweat, and tears, and worse. What is this, dude? It's cute. The medalist. Oh. 2 more and I get an amulet of immunity. Oh, I was like, who's running other than me? Pay to enter. Okay, same rules. I thought there might be something different because it's monsters or something. Elected to keep the Six Flags name for the new company and will now use fun on the stock marker. Six Flags is more recognizable worldwide. That's what I was going to say. That makes sense. I was literally about to say it makes sense to do that because I didn't know. I had heard of Cedar Point, but I hadn't heard of Cedar Fair. And I've heard of Six Flags a lot more. They even have, like, you know, the Vanga Bus, like Vanga Boys song. Wait, Randolfo's firstborn son, Dolph. Zangiel. I've seen that name before. Oh, and Randolfo is our dad, isn't he? I don't know who Dolph is, though, so I guess we have a half-brother. I can't talk to him because he's moving and it's like... He's like moving out of the range. I like how, I don't know, comfy these games are. Like, it's all monsters, but they're like goofy. You know, they make puns all the time or say stupid stuff. Like, that guy was like, I'm not a good monster wrangler because I get butterflies in my stomach. And then he's like, maybe I shouldn't eat butterflies, though. They'll be the largest amusement park. Oh, the largest amusement park chain in the United States now, valued at over $8 billion. That's pretty cool. I was thinking, like, before I finished, I was thinking largest as in, like, most coverage, like, most amusement parks in the country, and maybe, like, I don't know, like range, I guess. What is this guy? Oh, item shop. He looks cool. Mankey meat. Feed to a monster very slightly increase the likelihood of it wanting to join you, but also poison it in the process. But it's super cheap. I'm surprised that, I mean, I guess like with the amounts that they're getting. Can I put my money away yet? I still can't deposit. I don't understand. Like, do I have to unlock it at some point or something? Because I don't know. That lady said that's why you should put your money in the bank, so that when you die, you don't lose it all or lose half of it. But I can't. I was gonna say I'm surprised that they make more than, or they're valued. I guess Disney's theme parks aren't separate from Disney itself, though. I was gonna say, probably they make more than Disney, like Disneyland, but they probably don't. But like, as like, I don't know how you would. I mean, I'm sure you can ask. Well, I don't know if you can just ask Disney how much money does Disneyland and Disney World and all those. Oh, nice. Now I only need one more. I don't know. Maybe they like, what do you call it? Talk about how much those things make them in earnings calls or whatever. But Disney isn't just a theme park thing. Just the whole pie. Oh, I kind of want pie now. We had this apple pie in the fridge for like probably too long, like a few weeks, and I only had one slice out of it. It was huge. Did I already explore all this? Yes. So I should need to go back down. I'm gonna try this tournament. If I win, I'll go to sleep. If I don't, I'll probably go to sleep, depending on if it looked close or not. If it looked like I wasn't even close, I'll give up. If it looked like I was close, I'll try again.
What is it?
The Cryptic Kid.
Do you want to enter?
Yes. It's only 10. I don't remember how much the other one was. And Naderia. Or no, this is Naderia. And Terrestria.
Welcome, one and all, to the
Oh, he's the
World
announcer.
Category G tournament. It's time to introduce our competitors. First up, his identity unknown. His origin a mystery. We know him only by his enigmatic alias, the Cryptic Kid. His opponent is a cold-hearted killer, an iceborn through
Jock Frost.
It's Jock Frost.
Oh, nice. And we got that undead killer thing. What was that?
The first matchup
Slime.
is about to commence. On your marks, get set, kill.
Oh, he doesn't have an animation? Oh, he does. Okay. Powie Yowie. Snow Mangler. Snail Slime. Okay. You do that. Do that first. You stick with that. And you stick with that. Once I start getting hurt. Oh my god. Once it looks like I need to heal, I'll switch him to healing. Owned. Just one more round. Nice. He did it right. Owned. It's not good. Okay, good. Kabuff. That's not good. I mean, they're about to die anyway. Okay, I was gonna say, so it probably won't help that much.
The winner of the first bout is the Cryptic Kid. Who could have predicted this outcome? Does this herald the arrival of a new dark horse? His next opponent scalps zombies with the steady dexterity of a trained medical professional. It's Sir Jerry!
Sir Jerry.
The second matchup is about to commence. On your marks, get set, kill!
Guardvark.
Support.
Nice. Nice. Owned. I wonder if the other ones... I mean, the skeleton counts as undead, but Guardvark and Stark Raven... I don't know if they'll count as undead. They're just holding skulls. Nice. Overall, though, Disney will still outperform this new company revenue-wise due to branding and the amount of IP Disney has. Six Flags will have access to Looney Tunes, Peanuts, and DC Comics IPs. Yeah, at Disneyland, they're cheating. Well...
The victor of our second bout.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess that's all I know of. Yeah, I don't know what else like could go to Six Flags. Like what else they might be able to pick up or collab with or something. Because Nintendo was over at Universal.
We're witnessing a meteoric rise of unprecedented proportions. Give it up for the Cryptic Kid! His next foe is a dedicated deviant who dares to deviate from the standard. It's Scratch Beetle!
What is that thing? The like centipede of plates.
Is about to commence. Are you ready for action? This is it. On your marks, get set, cool.
Pokemon could never. Pocus Puppet. Flying saucers. I get it. What's the thing? The Pocus Puppet? I would say Arahabaki, but that's the SMT name for it. There's like an actual Dogu. That's what they're called. Or something Dogu. Okay, only one of them isn't accuracy downed. I'm gonna go to healing before my dude dies. My carry. Sega have a land inspired by Sonic or Jet Set Radio. Oh, did you see that at the Game Awards? They announced, I don't know if I talked to you about this already. Sega announced like 5 games, and one of them is Jet Set Radio, a new Jet Set game. But I feel like a Sonic Land or like something like that would probably do pretty well. Or at least like a Sega. Yeah, like a Sonic. I mean, they wouldn't even have to get like all of Sega. They could just try to get Sonic, but have like Sonic at, you know, as like another IP. But I don't know how, like that wouldn't like put them on the level of like Disney. Oh, you didn't see it. They're doing, they showed off. Oh my god, it's killing my dude. Okay. I gotta save my rabbit. They did this thing where they announced 5 games that, you know, they're gonna put out, and it's a new Jet Set game, Crazy Taxi, and I don't remember the other 3. A Streets of Rage, and then 2 other things. I don't remember what the other 2 were. I could probably remember if I wanted to sit and think, but
There we have it. The category G winner is none other than the
It's on the internet somewhere.
Whose name remains hidden behind anonymity? The cryptic kid.
Nice. I hear like a helicopter or plane or something outside.
You're pretty strong.
But it sounds like
Here's your prize for
it's coming from under my
winning
desk.
Katakuri.
yellow travel light. Is that just for like the middle echelon?
I think you're ready to step up a category next time. I'll be rooting for you.
Sega might have got tired of fans making fan games for Jet Set Radio.
Cat who got the cream. You're known across this echelon now. The local monsters are sure to
Probably.
shine
They
to
probably
you.
like, I don't know, finally realize that people want
That second
more.
piece of Travelite you won should give us access to another circle of Naderia.
Oh, nice.
Indeed. And you're bound to meet many more powerful monsters there.
Well, shall we return to the tower and head to the next circle of Naderia?
No. Yes.
All is proceeding as planned.
What? Have us win
You're
everything?
still far too weak to wrest the throne
Oh.
from your father. You
Oh,
must
this
grow
guy.
stronger.
Wants us to overthrow our dad. Who was that? Did you guys see that guy? I could probably just teleport back to the tower instead of walking. Yeah.
Zoom!
Generic bad guy is generic. I mean, he seems like he's kind of a good guy. But he's manipulating us. Because our dad is the bad guy, and this guy wants us to overthrow our dad.
If we want to go to the next circle of Naderia, we'll need to head home first, so I can perform the rite of passage. Well then, Rose Hill, here we come.
Let's go. Are we going to go back and the town's going to be destroyed? Because they were looking for Rose. It might be fine. Oh. Shemuland, get to drive a forklift and stack boxes. Nice synthesis. Yes, please.
Aha!
Monsters at a level 10 or higher. I don't know if I have a single level 10 monster.
Ta-da!
Nice. I have 4 level 9s. They're close. I could probably run out there and level up real quick. I really want to do it, but I think I'll save it for tomorrow. If I play this tomorrow, I might play Pokemon tomorrow. We'll see. I want another mini medal so I can get whatever the reward is. I'm going to save here and call it here. Also, I'm going to turn on auto-saving again. Just because, like, I don't know. I'd rather have auto-saving on and get, like, lose half my money and have it auto-save than have it off and then forget to save and lose a bunch of progress. I'd rather lose money than lose progress. Anyway, yeah. I'll probably be back tomorrow. We'll see. But thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, whatever time it is for you. I'll be back. Goodbye.